Kia ora everyone, mai haramai, hello and welcome to Eventfinda Stadium. Wednesday night midweek hoops coming your way. Sal's NBL not too far away, of course. Before that, the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Auckland Tuatara up against the Otago Nuggets. Great to have you with us. Casey Frank sitting right alongside me. Justin Nelson with you. Hope you're well. Round 13, we're into it again.
Very exciting times. Fan appreciation round, so make sure you check out all the league social channels and keep up with all the great prizes you can have. But we're expecting some interesting basketball over the next two rounds. We've lost some players due to the international window, so it's going to be interesting to see who's able to get through that storm the best.
And you know how much I love fans, Casey. Absolutely love them. Sky Broadband Rapid League ladder, this is what it looks like as we head in to round 13. Those Giants are still leading the way. Tuatara down in 7th. Nuggets are in 5th. Still a bit to play out for, and especially these two teams, every point counts. They've got to keep scoring. They've got to keep playing great D.
Tuatara chasing a top 2 spot, a top 4 at the very least. The Otago Nuggets are in that group of teams that are absolutely chasing that 6th spot. And it comes on to this lineup today in the Rapid League, a little bit different with some of the changes in the starting lineup in the Sal's NBL.
Yeah, they've got a couple of changes, there's no doubt about that, but this is still a very accomplished lineup. Ahi, Smiler, Piper, Aitchison and Robbie Coman, who's having a very good season. That's how the Nuggets will start. Let's have a look at the home team, the Tuatara, and they've got a lot of changes. McIntosh, Fitzgerald, Ledger and Ledger, the brothers. We know that they're all accomplished. What about Noah Latu? If you don't know the name, he's actually making his debut tonight. He was involved in that mid-season trade with the Bulls.
It'd be great to see him get the opportunity to come out and play. You know, one man's treasure is another man's trash. But now with all these guys that aren't around, he's coming in. There's a lot of the top-level players not getting that opportunity to play, and now these young guys do. Checking out the head-to-head for tonight's game, you see the scoring. The Tuatara vastly superior offensively. The Nuggets need to manufacture some buckets to keep pace. The points against right around the same number, so expect some closeness in that category. Team assists, the Tuatara not quite as unselfish as the Nuggets are game to game. Look for that to continue with the strong low-post dominance of Josh Ledger.
Coin officials for this one, Sharon Martin, Mikey Graham and Danielle Couge. I think it's one man's trash is another man's treasure, by the way.
That's a better way to go. But it goes both ways. It has to go both ways.
Can't be trash the other way, you're right. Absolutely right. Settle in, midweek hoops. It's the start of a new round, and it is, as Casey said, fan appreciation round. Make sure you stick with us throughout the night. Lots of great prizes and giveaways across, I think, both rounds 13 and 14, 2 weeks.
Rounds. Every single game day, there's going to be some game giveaways on our social media, so make sure you check out 10 days of fantasticness.
Looking forward to it. Underway tonight, Sky Broadband Rapid League, and it'll be the Tuatara to get the first possession here. Let's see what they can do straight off the bat.
Well, the Tuatara quite often in the Rapid League go straight onto the interior early. Let's see if that's what their recipe is once again today.
Ledger on Coman over the top. That'll be a miss. Aitchison comes down with it.
Nice rebound by Aitchison. And I like the way he's pushing the ball up the court, really inflicting some pace on the opposition.
He's been in some good form as well in the Rapid League, Josh Aitchison, especially from deep. Let's see how he goes tonight. Maybe a travel there. Yep. No Matthew Bardsley tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. He's been elevated up into the starting unit for the Sal's NBL because, like the Tuatara, the Nuggets are also missing some players tonight as well.
Yeah, no Dante Russo-Nance to injury, no Ben Henshaw out with the baby boomers, so to speak, but that also means Darcy Knox isn't available for the Rapid League today. Two players who have been very consistent in their contribution, especially, of course, Bardsley, the new world record holder in the Rapid League scoring times.
Oh, there you go. You've gone with it early. Fitzgerald from the wing. That one is off. Nice little hand in there by Smiler. Forward come the Nuggets. No scorers yet. Caleb Smiler, nice little hesitation underneath, and he gets the opening points.
Nice attack on the rim. Really got downhill momentum going. Made it difficult for the defenders to try and keep him from getting to his spot.
For Nuggets fans, some news from Ty Webster. Of course, over in the US at the moment, and I think I caught something on socials earlier today, the safe arrival of young one.
Congratulations, T-Web.
Yeah. Boy?
It's Webster's only two boys.
And they do it pretty well.
They've got a genetic code.
They do it pretty
well. That only pops out the fellas. Well, that's a nice look from McIntosh. Line that up. Ledger with the glass. Ledger to Ledger. Strikes again. Nice to see the big fella putting in the work there.
They get their opening points. 2 apiece. Joe Ahi downhill. Sends it back out to Aitchison. It was deep. Right on target as well.
Oh, what a pass by Ledger.
To Ledger, who does put it down.
Rattles it home with a smile on his face. Beautiful pinpoint accuracy for Josh Ledger. And, you know, for the elder Ledger, I'd like to see him get a little bit of an opportunity in the South NBL over these next 2 rounds. I think he's really improved his game, his fitness, and has something to give.
And I think we'll see him a bit tonight, Casey. Certainly with 3 Tall Blacks missing. Foul called here.
It looked like it was possibly a jump ball, but Ledger getting a little bit too much arm.
We are about 40 metres from the action, mind you.
Hey, I agree.
Here we go. Or maybe we do have the benefit of the replay, of course.
Tough to make that call when you're blocked by the body, so you're guessing a little bit, and sometimes you just have to do the best with what you see as we see the bucket drop in there.
Back-to-back baskets for Caleb Smiler.
Playing aggressively, grabbing this opportunity for a little bit more PT with both hands.
4 apiece midway through the first. Turnover.
Aitchison knocked it right off McIntosh's foot.
Now on the charge, Ahi back to Robbie Coleman. Can hit a 3, that one's short though.
Really like the pace from the Nuggets. They are being aggressive early. Tuatara need to find ways to crack this defense on this end.
Wiley into the game. McIntosh, Barrow, a lot of experience there. Ledger for 3, won't get the drop on that.
No, it's a nice look there. He just looked like he got out of his motion a little bit more, pushed it, thought about shooting instead of just shooting it with the form with some nice follow through.
Busy round for the Nuggets as well, Case. They're here tonight in the big smoke, of course. Aitchison fouled there. He's going to go to the Chemist Warehouse for 3. And the Nuggets at home on Sunday afternoon against the Phi. In particular, sorry, the Sal's NBL. That's a big game, Nuggets and Phi. They've both got to win.
The loser of that game, I think, with my crystal ball, I think they're done. I think they're on the outside looking in. So that, for both teams, I think will be as important a game as they've had this season.
Nuggets run home, by the way. Wouldn't mind getting your thoughts on this, Casey. They play the Phi, as we said, on Sunday afternoon, and that is a massive 50-50 game, no doubt, both to stay in contact with the top 6. They then have 3 games remaining: Saints away, Giants away, Bulls at home. That is a tough run.
Easy. Does not get easy. Teams that'll be fighting for playoff position. Having the Giants in that one, that's actually a good one for the Nuggets because you get almost like getting 2 games if you get that win. But those other squads are going to be also playing for some postseason glory, some seeding, some positioning, making it a little bit more difficult than the stretch run you would probably prefer when you're trying to secure a final spot.
Yeah, in that final 6, top 4 guaranteed. A home final, 7-4. Aitchison converts from the Chemist Warehouse. Late in the first here, Barrow to McIntosh, nowhere to go, forces it up.
I like the pass, the entry pass, but when you give it to McIntosh right there, if he doesn't have the immediate shot, not a lot he can do with the basketball.
Would have been nice the other way around. McIntosh to Barrow. Ahi. Deep look. Aitchison comes up with it.
Nuggets just outworking the Tuatara right now. Playing at a much higher pace.
Aitchison steps back to his left and finishes. He's had a good start tonight.
Nice footwork. Recognized the matchup there with young Will Ledger. He had a bit of an advantage off the bounce and then uses the up fake to great effect on the finish. Big lead for the Nuggets early, 4 seconds left to go.
Sky Broadband Rapid League round 13 action. McIntosh can't land the big blow, and that'll do us. So quarter time, Wednesday night hoops. Love midweek basketball. Sal's NBL still to come later tonight. But after 1 here, the Nuggets lead by 5. Low scoring right now, 9-4.
Low scoring and a few too many offensive rebounds, enabling the Tuatara to get a 3-shot advantage. As we take a look at that deal right there, if you're hungry for dinner, why not get a 25% off any large pizza?
Any
and all. They are all included in there. Got to say, if it's 25% off, I'm just going with the most expensive one. Yeah. I just want to feel like I got a good deal.
This came up earlier in the season, and you were all over the most expensive.
Whatever the one's most
biggest saving.
I want the biggest saving.
Jeez, I like that online code as well. That's a nice, easy one to remember. Sal's Jam. You know the deal. That's available till next Tuesday, June 25. 25% off any large pizza with thanks to Sal's.
Well, we did experience one Sal's jam in the first quarter. Will Ledger rattling at home. He's got all 4 of the Tuatara points right now. 9 points for the Nuggets, coming on 3 for 6 from the field, led by Josh Aitchison. He's got 5, and backed up superbly by Caleb Smiler, who came out aggressively early with back-to-back buckets. And when you're looking at the rebounds, pretty even right now, as are the turnovers, the assists, all right around the same number. Both teams looking to solidify themselves a bit more, but the Nuggets just want more of the same.
Quickest way to watch the Sky Broadband Rapid League, of course, is with the FIBA Starter Pack. $30 a month for the first 3 months. skybroadband.co.nz. That is available till June 30. Get in on the act. Second quarter underway tonight, and it will be the Nuggets with first possession. Piper on the move, has to force it back out to Ahi for 3, and that's well short.
Not bad offense, skipping the ball over, getting that defense to move side to side, and finding a decent look off the penetrations. Exactly the recipe you want. Ahi unable to find the measure on that shot from deep, and the Tuatara looking to make a dent in this lead. Don't
forget tonight's Sal's NBL game, 7:30 New Zealand time, also available on Sky Sport TikTok. Looking forward to that coming up a little bit later this evening. Joe Ahi with some aggression.
Josh Ledger initiating the break, see what comes of this experiment.
Wiley, nowhere to go underneath, forces it out to the other side. Fitzgerald, nice look. Smiler on the move now, Nuggets up quickly. And again, Smiler, who started well tonight, he's got 6 in the game now.
And he gave a little smack talk to the young fella afterwards as well. Smiler aggressively driving all the way to the cup and taking it right at young Josh Wiley.
Margin at 7. Here's Wiley looking to respond. Ahi, again, busy. Ends up with Benji Freeman. Shot clock at 10. Freeman from the wing nails the big 3. And look at the Nuggets on the move, out by 10.
Suddenly a double-digit discrepancy between the two teams. Is the effort of the Nuggets on both ends really nice, outworking, forcing a lot of turnovers and getting a lot of action in transition.
Piper, he goes off the glass. Tuatara averaged 34 a game in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, cemented to 4 at the moment. Foul on Ahi.
Well, we do see a little bit of a difference to this lineup. Of course, no Charlie Dalton, no Braden Euling, 2 players who've been instrumental in their activity as of late. And sometimes when you get those guys come out, it takes a little bit of getting used to how you try to find your points. Not a lot of time in the Rapid League to get used to things, though.
Mind you, they do have some experience out there. McIntosh, Barrow, and Ledger. Below par at the moment. Turnover, Aitchison picked it off beautifully, should finish at the other end, and does.
Well read. The Nuggets are all over these entry passes and cross-court looks. They are really being aggressive in the passing lanes, and it's having a great effect on the scorecard for them.
Chance from the wing to respond. There's Noah Latu. New kid on the block tonight, traded in to the Tuatara mid-season from the Bulls. That's his first score.
And welcome to the Rapid League. Hits the big triple to give the Tuatara a little bit of hope halfway through the second quarter.
They desperately needed that. That's a tough pass for Coleman.
Latu with the steal. Looking aggressive in transition.
His eyes lit up then as he came down the court. Nick Barrow hard underneath. The senior constable will get a second look. And gee, that one all but went down.
Well, it had to work hard to not find the net. Every angle of that iron before bouncing out.
Final minute of the first half. Aitchison. Inside, outside. Piper for 3 goes short. Quite a few players missing the next couple of rounds from the Sky Broadband Rapid League as well. We talked about the Tall Blacks, but also the under-17s national team off to the World Champs.
The Tuatara missing a grip of players from that one as well, affecting their squads on both levels.
McIntosh for 3. I think I saw a graphic during the week, Casey, something like 12 or 11 or 12 players in that under-17 national team, all coming out of the Sal's NBL and Sky Broadband Rapid League. Quite amazing.
Let's see if I can pull that up to talk about the talent that's going off at halftime, because it is really impressive how the Rapid League's helping those young fellas develop this year.
Coleman, dying stages here. Chance for the Nuggets. That one off to the left, off the hand of Freeman. Well done, young Josh Wiley calls the player timeout. Yeah, Tuatara will advance.
Excellent recognition there. Nice job to understand the time and place, realizing you can get 2.5 seconds to get this shot off. They do so.
I actually like the way that we've seen teams in the Rapid League and Sal's this season use the player timeout. You can see that now it's a part of the game. Second season in, there's a lot more knowledge about how to use it, when to use it.
Well, it's interesting. You know, I came up in the North American game. We'll step back to this after this play by the Tuatara.
Only got a couple of seconds here. Got to come up with something big, and that won't be it. Halftime here. Nuggets lead it 16-7. North America. And
as I was saying, you know, in the States, that's part of the game. You call timeouts throughout on the court. That's part of the game in the American game, but not the FIBA game. So a little bit of familiarity with the guys, especially who've been through the college system. They understand, they have that ability. But it does take some getting used to when it's not a tool that you've had in the repertoire before. But in the meantime, let's take a look at the stats. Will Ledger and Noah Latu leading the way. 7 points between them. That's all.
Aitchison.
And Josh Aitchison putting in some buckets. Hitting the jump shots, aggressively driving. Smiler was off to a great start as well. Aitchison in the rebounds as well. Benji Freeman hit a big three, had a couple of rebounds. Josh Ledger and Josh Wiley. You got to be named Josh to get a rebound or an assist for the Tuatara.
There's a lot of Joshes around these days.
Caleb Smiler leading the way on the assists with one, and no blocks just yet. There's the steals, and that's the big difference in this ballgame. 4 steals by the Nuggets have led to quite a few points in transition, and those easy opportunities before the Tuatara defense can set up has put the Nuggets in the catbird seat with just 8 minutes of play to go.
Official stats partner of the Sal's NBL and the Sky Broadband Rapid League Chemist Warehouse. Great to have them with us in season 2024. So halfway down in this one. Great start tonight by the Nuggets. Of course, let's not forget, speaking of the Sal's NBL a little bit later on this evening, I should say, it is a grand final rematch from 2022 on this floor.
That is absolutely correct. Not a ton of talent has crossed over from that point, but certainly the core of the backups, Aitchison, Coleman, Bardsley, all players, Darcy Knox, all players involved for the Nuggets in that one, as was Rob Lowe for the Tuatara.
Yeah. Nick Barrow.
Nick Barrow was around there as well as a
Chris
backup.
McIntosh.
Charlie Dalton might have been a young fella.
Yeah, maybe.
I think he might have been on the wider development squad at that point, not getting a lot of playing time.
What a final series that was. I think it was the semi-final where Nick Barrow didn't come out after half-time, remember? We all wondered where he was. Was it the semi-final?
Had to go get the baby.
Had the birth going on, got the call at half-time.
What I particularly remember from that semi-final year is, of course, the Taranaki Airs snatching defeat from the jaws of victory. That
Rob Lowe
against the Tuatara.
What an amazing game that was. Third quarter underway in the Sky Broadband Rapid League tonight. Hope you're enjoying it, wherever you may be watching. Here's Ruben Fitzgerald. Looks short off the hand. Was short. They keep it alive. Pardon
me, Justin, but the Tuatara struggling to penetrate against this defensive effort of the Nuggets until I mentioned that. And Will Ledger again leading the scoring for the Tuatara. Nice dime by Nick Barrow.
Good give and go, wasn't it? Margin at 7. Coleman has played some really good games this season. Had a 15-pointer in the Rapid League. Here he is from deep. That one over the top.
Wouldn't mind seeing the Tuatara push the pace to try and get some looks before this Nuggets defense sets up. Poor pass there by Fitzgerald into the wrong hand for Barrow.
Aitchison. Coleman on the slip. Is he fouled? No, knocked out of his hand. It'll be a Nuggets ball in from the baseline.
Like that pass from Aitchison. Led Coleman very nicely towards the basket, towards the finish, away from the defense. Then you see just a little go screen comes in, goes 2. But nice defense there by Latu, making it difficult to finish.
Shot clock at 15. Nuggets by 7. Ahi drive, sends it back out. Aitchison now spinning from the Chemist Warehouse. That one a little bit too deep.
Nice rebound again by Ledger. Like the way he's initiating the break, but see if the Tuatara can't create something with the opportunity.
Fitzgerald, nice work, Ruben Fitzgerald.
Unfortunate miss there. Did all the work, created a nice open look, but couldn't get that drop.
Coleman, Aitchison. A little bit too quick in the end, wasn't it?
Well, nice defense. Ledger made that a much more difficult shot than it looked initially.
Fitzgerald.
Hit that weight room and knock it. Caleb Smiler back out of that, but couldn't get the finish after the physicality.
Smiler hasn't missed a shot tonight. 6 points for him, 3 of 3.
There's 2-2 in this quarter. The scoring has slowed down a bit.
It is definitely a low-scoring game tonight in the Rapid League. Smiler, that's his first miss of the night. Wiley comes up with the rebound. Good hands. Matt Piper did really well. Another steal. Foul. Fitzgerald at midcourt. How many turnovers for the Tuatara tonight?
Well, too many right now for both teams. That would be the 6th turnover for the Tuatara compared to 2 for the Nuggets.
Did really well there, Matt Piper. Nuggets, of course, back at home on Sunday against the Phi. I think there'll be a big crowd for that one. Nuggets have to keep winning to stay in contention for the final 6. Here's Coleman banging bodies with Barrow. Nice strong work by Robbie Coleman.
Good strong move right at Nick Barrow. Not the easiest guy to dislodge, but Coleman able to do so.
Ledger is fouled. He'll head to the Chemist Warehouse stripe tonight.
Well, they've been trying to initiate offense with Ledger as the handoff man. But I like that drive there. Skipping the middleman, going straight to it. Speaking of skipping the middleman, Robbie Coleman right to work in the low post, pounding through the chest of Nick Barrow for the finish. A 9-point lead. The Nuggets doubling up the Tuatara with just 5.5 minutes left in this ballgame.
Fan appreciation round in the Sal's NBL. You mentioned before, Casey, that there's lots of prizes and giveaways up for grabs. If I happen to want to win one of those prizes, I'm not sure I'm allowed to, but if I wanted to win one of those...
No, but let's speak hypothetically some more.
Right, okay. If I knew someone who wanted to win one of those prizes, how would they go about it?
Got to go to the socials. Got to follow the league on socials.
Tonight, during the game?
Every day there's going to be a post that tells you exactly what to do. Today, you got to be watching this game on TikTok. There's going to be a little bit, we're going to be taking it from our TikTok viewership, the winner tonight.
During the Sal's NBL?
During the Sal's NBL game. So
nice.
If you can, tune in on TikTok. And one of those lucky commenters, somebody who's going to get involved in the chat, is going to be the lucky one who gets the lollies today.
Sky Sport TikTok from 7:30 tonight. We have viewers from all over the world, by the way. What about someone in Boston tonight? Can they win?
I guess it's possible, but I might have to talk to the moderator and say, let's stay in New Zealand. But the T's and C's do actually state that you have to be a resident of New Zealand.
There you go. There you go. Been a big week in Boston, by the way.
I've heard something about that, but I don't want to talk about
something going on.
Who likes the Celtics? Not me.
Ooh, fighting words.
Yeah, good. Let's go, Boston.
Nuggets by 8. A minute to play in this third quarter. Tuatara need to get going. Natu's already hit one big 3. That one right on target. Got a nice shot, hasn't he?
Decent look. He's got some decent space in there trying to set it off. Unable to get it to drop, though.
Noah Latu.
Still a struggle for the Tuatara offensively, especially trying to penetrate this defense of the Nugs.
Getting his first run tonight. Latu. Aitchison with the miss.
That was a nice hand there by Josh Ledger. And now finally the Tuatara with a fast break opportunity.
Got numbers. Ledger receives from Wiley. That's their best basket of the night.
Josh Wiley might have recognized that just a little bit late, but still with plenty of time for Ledger to get that finish. Nice job trailing the breaking guards to get that opportunity. Just a 2-shot ball game if the Tuatara can get some back-to-back triples.
And we have seen the Tuatara win a couple of thrillers here this season.
Something happening with the clock there. We're going to have to fix things up just a bit.
Coin official Danielle Couge all over the top of that. 18 showing on the game clock, 10 showing on the shot clock. The officials just converge. Not sure that there's been any changes after all of that.
No, just got the idea. And unfortunate for the Nuggets to stop that play. They have to restart this offense from scratch now.
No changes to that timing that I mentioned. There is a little bit of time between the shot clock and the game clock. Aitchison had a long look at it, didn't he?
A lot of time. Used that pass fake nicely to clear the defense. Just 5 seconds for the Tuatara to respond.
Fitzgerald, shoulder down, can't finish. Wiley does.
Josh Wiley, right place, right time. Gets up on the tip to keep the Tuatara within touch distance. A strong drive by Fitzgerald. Sometimes all you need to do is get that ball up on the rim, and the smallest player on the court makes the biggest play to finish the quarter.
Pardon the pun, but that was a bit of a wily move right on the buzzer, wasn't it?
I will not forgive you for that one, John.
20-14, a quarter to play tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. And of course, coming up not long thereafter, Sal's NBL Wednesday night hoops coming to you from Auckland this evening. Tuatara missing 3 Tall Blacks tonight. No Ruben Tarangi, no Tom Vodanovic, and no Corey Webster. Mind you, the Nuggets also have 3 big outs as well. In fact, arguably, their 3 key guards. Ty Webster not playing again tonight.
Are we still counting Ty as an out?
Well, is he coming back? Do we know?
That's a good question. It was indefinite. It wasn't no timetable put on. Maybe you can use looking it up on the internet. To look it up on the internet, you need a little fiber starter pack from $30 a month.
There we go. That man's out tonight as well.
Yeah, unfortunate to see Dante Russo-Nance. He's had some tough injury deals to deal with this year. He's in a walking boot right now on the sideline. Hopefully, but he did make this trip. Gets to see some family up here in the Auckland area. Taking a look at the stats, the one that's really jumping out at me is neither team able to find the measure from deep. Both teams combining at 1 for 10 each, so 2 for 20 between the two of them from behind the arc. And that is not the kind of efficiency you need when you're trying to come back.
Ben Henschel, the third Nuggets player out this evening. He's off playing with the Australian Boomers at the moment. I think Sam Frolling's in that same team, isn't he, Case?
Sam Froling, Mitch McCarron as well.
Yeah, right. So the Airs are down a couple.
So the Airs got a tough task ahead of them against the Franklin Bulls this Sunday.
Don't think the Bulls are missing Ethan Rusbach, of course.
And I'm actually not sure if Sam Timmons will be back yet as well. He's on the extended squad, not traveling, but not sure he'll be released from camp at that point.
Right.
So they might be out as well.
Changes across the league over the next couple of weeks. Tall Blacks, of course, headed to the Olympic qualifiers. They've got some pretty good opponents to play over there as well in their quest to make the Paris Olympics. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Ledger barely touched the twine.
Did not hit the rim. Still 0.1 on the clock, but that's off the Tuatara, so possession to the Nuggets. 6-point lead with 3:25 to go. They'll be looking for some efficient shots down the stretch.
Tomorrow night, Hawks and the Saints do battle from Hawke's Bay. Hawks badly needing a win. Saints, of course, coming off that thrilling overtime loss to the Bulls last Sunday night. Here's Joe Ahi, wrapped up by Will Ledger. Good defense. Defense wins the day.
Well, just jumped all over that one. Will Ledger did a nice job of being in position to actually help. He could have chased the corner high, but he says, I'm here, I'm going to get a hand on the ball, and I'm going to change possession from my squad, give the Tuatara a chance once again to get back into this game.
Ledger on Aitchison. Hands it off. McIntosh. He'll head off to the coloured stripe.
Well, I like the way that Josh Ledger just imposed his will on Josh Aitchison there. Dropping the shoulder, clearing some space, but he was too far deep underneath the basket. But the cut by McIntosh enables him to become a recipient of that pass. Just skips behind the attention of Joe Ahi right there on the baseline. Doesn't get the hoop, but he gets the harm and hits the first from the Chemist Warehouse stripe.
I do like your basketball opinions, Casey Frank, just as much as I do like asking you questions without notice. Are you a fan of the possession arrow or the jump ball?
You know, either way is fine. Just whichever way you want to go with it. I think the jump ball is probably a little bit more exciting. But, you know, the possession arrow as well, there just seems to be a feeling of fairness to it.
Do you like the fact that overtime periods in the Sky Broadband Rapid League start with a jump ball?
Yeah, that makes more sense to me. Especially you get to overtime, it should be all evened up. Shouldn't go to the possession arrow at that point. I've never been a big fan of that one in the FIBA rulebook.
Common sense, who would have thought, huh?
Well, apparently James Naismith.
Especially between you and me, but anyway. Caleb Smiler to bring it in here. What a great man James Naismith was. 13 seconds to go on the shot clock here. 4-point margin. Tuatara have slowly worked themselves back into this game. Aitchison to Coleman. Oh, that would have been big.
The high arcer goes wanting. Barrow with the rebound, and Ledger again the initiator of the offense.
They score here. Game on.
Oh, I'd like to see a post touch personally. Get down the Ledger down low, and fortunately the turnover again strikes.
Smiler has been really productive tonight. Backs it out. They lead by 4 with a couple of minutes to play. Coleman. He's been aggressive as well. That one's well short, keeps it alive. Shot clock at 3, doesn't matter.
Ahi hustled to make up for his mistake, but couldn't keep the pass in the hands of Coleman. And now the Tuatara, they've been slowly whittling away at this lead. It was as big as 10 points, down to 4.
Robbie Coleman, one half of the Headband Brothers. He's missing his brother out there tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League. Matthew Bardsley starting this evening.
Good collective defense there between Ahi and Coleman. No headbands needed for Ahi.
Coleman, give and go. Ahi draws contact. He'll head to the Chemist Warehouse. He's been good tonight, Joe Ahi. Spent a fair bit of time nursing some injuries over the last 18 months, but great to see him out there and starting to string some games together, Case.
Some good aggressiveness, using his speed and his driving ability well. Nice little backdoor cut, good find by Coleman, right into the body of Nick Barrow. Didn't do a whole lot wrong, but was just in the wrong place at the wrong time. And now Joe Ahi a chance to stretch this lead out with just a minute 31 remaining. Not hit the first, leaving that door slightly open for the Tuatara.
Nelson Giants, of course, leading the Sky Broadband Rapid League. They have got a couple of their young guns out at the moment with that under-17 national team, Hayden Jones and James Matthews.
That is going to affect things for him.
Fitzgerald, nice drive, maybe a late chance here coming up for the Nuggets.
Well, the group rebound looked like Will Ledger was going to get a chance on that putback, but couldn't control it. Piper ends up keeping it.
Lead by 4 with just over a minute to play. Aitchison, corner 3, draws the whistle. He's got a 4-point play coming his way from the Chemist Warehouse. Josh Aitchison, who has had a very good season in the Sky Broadband Rapid League.
Well, there's no faster way to shut the door on a comeback than a 4-point play. Nice pass there out to the exterior perimeter. Fitzgerald closes that gap just a little too tightly. Aitchison takes a little bit of contact. Enjoys the triple and a chance to the Chemist Warehouse to make it 4.
And this is going to make it hard for the Tuatara. This 7-point lead now with a minute to play.
Got to get quick. Need good looks, but quick looks is probably more important.
McIntosh, corner, Wiley on the drive. Lots of yellow singlets in there. They come up with it again. Ahi, what a game from him tonight.
They have been aggressive in these passing lanes. You know, Ahi there just making a winning basketball play, taking away that opportunity for the Tuatara.
Turnover. And we've got a player timeout called. Chance for the players to come together for a 30-second chat, of course.
Interesting time for a timeout here. Not a lot of time left. But I might have waited for it after trying to get a bucket here so you could advance the ball the next time down. But the key here is if you are going to talk about it, talk about the next 2 plays, the next 3 plays, and what we're doing defensively as well. Have to get that all in with just under 40 seconds left.
And, of course, from that player timeout, the shot clock drops to 14. That echoes the point you were making about time. Good block. Aitchison did very well. They win it back again.
And that will pretty much do it. All that's left to decide is the final score, as the Nuggets playing a little bit of keep away with 14 seconds left on the shot clock.
Going to be a good win for them tonight. Foul called there. That'll reset things, and time's not only their friend.
That's the third.
In fact, it's going to be shots.
Yeah, that's the 3rd foul there, so will slow things down a little bit more.
Nuggets with a chance to push up the table in the Sky Broadband Rapid League with this win tonight.
Let's go to the second. Piper to the line.
Coming into the game, Nuggets sitting in 5th position, 9 and 6. So a win here bumps them up to 4th. Ledger, not his night.
Oh, player timeout called by Joe Ahi there. And looking to add to this 8-point advantage. Of course, every point does count when it comes to the Sal's NBL. A little bit of a scoring discrepancy here. Might just be the buckets that sneak the Nuggets into the finals.
Yeah, if you are new to the Sky Broadband Rapid League, 4x4 minute quarters, and all of the points for and against go over to your team in the Salsa NBL. So it's really important you keep scoring. And I've got a feeling points percentage is maybe going to separate a few teams in the final 6 this season in the Salsa NBL. This bucket may help. It doesn't. That one will, though. Josh Aitchison, does that count? Or is it waved away? Didn't quite get to see the coin official's decision. I'm pretty sure it counted. It did. So final score 26-16. Here's another shot of it. GJ Gardner-Holmes replay. That is definitely off in time. And it has been counted. So late basket there for Josh Aitchison. And the Nuggets get the win tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League by 10. Low scoring game, tough contest. 26-16. Sal's NBL to come. Wednesday night hoops and midweek basketball action. Don't forget also live and free tonight on Sky Sport TikTok. Fan appreciation round. Let's have a quick look at the Chemist Warehouse stats in this one, and Aitchison has ended up the star of the show.
He certainly did. Such a star that when I tried to grab him for the interview, they were already in the locker room. Couldn't get down there cracking up, but Aitchison scoring the ball very well. 14 points leading the way on the rebound count. Josh Aitchison there as well. Josh Wiley doing a nice job grabbing those boards from out on the perimeter, backed up by Barrow. Piper, the backup for the Nuggets. Overall, 22-18 rebound advantage for the Tuatara. In the assist game, Caleb Smotto leading the way. A lot of one-on-one basketball for the Nuggets tonight. Just the one block. Josh Aitchison had a block. He's doing it all. The steals as well, and there is where the real difference is. They forced 9 turnovers overall. 7 of those from the steal game. Josh Aitchison, Smiler, and Coleman each with 2 apiece.
So the first one down. Darko Kelly warming up tonight. Crowd starting to come in here at Eventfinda for the Sal's NBL Sky Broadband Rapid League. Run and 1. Nuggets get the win by 10. That's what is ahead of us this evening. Tuatara, Nuggets both missing some stars. A big contest on the way and a key win up for grabs for both of these teams. Tuatara, as you said, Casey, trying to stay up amongst the top couple on the ladder. For the Nuggets, they've got to keep winning just to make the final 6. It's an important one for them tonight.
Well, I think it's important for both teams. The Tuatara, with this depleted lineup, their position is by no means guaranteed. So they are absolutely still clawing their way in, and they have to treat this as a playoff atmosphere, essentially. The Nuggets are already in that mode. If they don't get a 1-win minimum this week, they're in real trouble. If they get 2, they're actually in pretty good shape. So if they could upset the Tuatara this evening and get that victory later in the week, they will certainly be happy about where they're sitting on the table.
Jack Andrews warming up, coming up after the break. Some of the best bits so far this season in the Salsa NBL. And then we're straight back here for midweek hoops. The Tuatara and the Nuggets coming your way tonight. We'll see you soon.
this season. And thanks once again to AFA, Home Improvement and Landscaping, Lucha, Bubble Tea, Harcourts, Cooper & Co, Makita New Zealand, BCITO, Varka, just joined us, welcome to Eventfinda Stadium here in Tamaki Makaurau, Auckland. It is round 13 of the NZNBL, proudly presented by GJ Gardner Homes. Very soon, we're going to welcome out both teams, starting with the Nuggets, the 2020 and 2022 champions. Teams to benches, please, for team announcements. Don't forget, tonight we're giving you a chance to score a Tuatara segment, as you can see here on screen. You just got to grab the app, mixandpick.com. Get amongst that, and you can win by choosing your MVP of the match. All right, Otago fans, it's your turn now to welcome out your suiting up tonight Nuggets, starting off with number 5, Robbie Coleman. Number 11, Joe Ahi. Number 13, Josh Aitchison. Number 14, Matt Piper. In 43, Benji Freeman. Number 44, Caleb Smiler. And your Otago Nuggets starting 5. Please welcome the floor, number 2, Zach Darko Kelly. Number 4, Kamani Lawrence. Number 7, Matt Bardsley. In number 9, Darcy Knox. 21, Jack Andrew. Coaching team, Brett Matahare, Sam Senior, Dan Blahos, and Ben Peterson. Ladies and gentlemen, the opponents tonight, the Otago Nuggets. Are we ready to welcome out our boys? It's time to welcome Tama Tuatara. And suiting up tonight, number 3, Chris McIntosh. Number 5, Josh Letcher. Number 6, Ruben Fitzgerald. Number 10, Will Letcher. Number 11, Josh Wade. Number 15, Nick Barrow. 22, next to noise from Noah Latu. And your starting 5 for the Tuatara. Please welcome number 1, Brayden Ely. Number 13, Charlie Norton. Number 2, Tukaha Kupa. Number 4, Ken Glidden. And your captain tonight, number 14, Rob Lowe. Coaching team led by head coach Aaron Young, assisted by Josiah Mama and Sonny Tuaputa. Ladies and gentlemen, your Auckland Tuatara. So 10 minutes to tip off here. It's the final home game of the regular season of the NZNBL, presented by GJ Gardner Homes. Great to have you company. These two teams have had a rivalry for a long time now, the past few seasons, including a rivalry that came into the grand final of 2022. the Auckland Tuatara players on Tall Blacks duty tonight, of course. In their place, Braden Ely.
Basketball is a movie, and every game is a blockbuster. E for exciting, entertainment, energy, and epic. Cells NBL 2024 is rated E. Help me up, never let it fall. Help me roll like an animal. Back to the road. Watch out, 'cause I'm in my zone. I don't care what you think you got.
Kia ora, nā mai, hara mai, hello and welcome. Wednesday night hoops, Cells NBL round 13 action from Eventfinda Stadium on the north shore of Auckland tonight. Hope you're well. Tuatara up against the Nuggets. Same court, same place. Of course, the 2022 grand final played out between these two teams. Very different looking tonight. Casey Frank joins me in commentary. Justin Nelson with you. There's a few players missing.
One or two. But the beautiful thing about pieces of the jigsaw puzzle missing are that somebody else is going to come in and fill the space. And I'm excited to see who that is for both of these units tonight.
Of course, players away with the Tall Blacks, players away with the under-17 national team at the World Champs as well. Set for a very hot contest. There's the poll tonight. Who do you think is going to win? Fun and free. Some pizzas up for grabs with thanks to Cells. Just scan that QR code and have your say. And at the moment, Casey, Tuatara, 76% of the vote, despite no Tom Vodanovic, Corey Webster or Ruben Tarangi.
Well, that is a testament to the class of the depth of this Tuatara squad. But make no mistake, this Nugget squad is not going to go down easily. I'm a little bit surprised that more than a quarter of people don't think that the Nuggets might be pulling the upset today.
Yeah, I agree with you. Let's have a look at the Cells NBL ladder as round 13 tips off. Of course, it is a final 6 and the top 4 are guaranteed a home final. The Bulls were the big movers out of round 12 after that win against the Saints. Tuatara currently sitting in second. The Nuggets in 7th have to keep winning.
They absolutely do. If they lose track of the Nelson Giants, they could get out of that finals race in a quickness. And the Tuatara, they're looking at the schedule. They have to win at least 2 of their final 4 games to try and secure one of those 2 home semifinal spots. It's going to be a difficult task without a full roster of players.
And this is their last home game of the season as well. They've got 3 games on the road to come. Let's have a look at games coming up in round 13. The Hawks and the Saints tomorrow night. Looking forward to that. The Sharks and the Fire. I think that's going to be a really close game Friday night. Rams and the Saints Saturday afternoon. How good will that be?
That's going to be impressive. 2 teams. That last time they met, the Rams really got the measure of that Saints squad, so the Saints should be looking for a little bit of vengeance.
The other games in round 13, Jets and the Giants Saturday night. The Sunday double is the Nuggets up against the Fire and the Bulls playing the Airs. What a big way to finish round 13. We're about to start it, though, between the Tuatara and the Nuggets. This is the way the Nuggets will line up tonight.
Well, you see Darcy Knox into the starting lineup along with Matthew Bardsley. Z. Darko Kelly, Kamani Lawrence have been there all year, as has Jack Andrew. So it's really going to be interesting to see how this young contingent of backups, to start with Darcy Knox and Matt Bardsley, adjust to getting a bit more playing time.
No Ty Webster, no Ben Henschel, no Dante Russo-Nance. Darcy Knox will be looking after proceedings with the ball. He'll lead the Nuggets tonight. Casey, you caught up with him before the game. Here's Darcy Knox.
Darcy, an important game for the Nuggets here in the round, and a little bit short on talent. No Henshaw out with the Boomers, no Dante Russo-Nance with injury. How do the Nuggets come together today and lift the level of play despite being down a couple of key players?
We're just taking that kind of next man up mentality, having the boys are ready to be stepping up into their next position. Kind of same with Brent being out, our coach. Our assistant coaches are stepping into that role too, and I think we're ready.
Well, next man up, similar story for the Tuatara. They're out with a bit of talent as well. And this is a team that you've played before, have some idea of, but this is now a completely different scout. How do the Nuggets prepare for an opponent that they have some knowledge of but has changed so much?
Doing what we can in terms of scout on those new guys and bench guys coming in, but just really focusing on ourselves, over the past few rounds, just building on how we've been playing better, in the past few weeks.
Of course, fan appreciation round this week in the Sal's NBL, Casey, and next week, I believe.
Yeah, very exciting. A couple of fan appreciation rounds. A lot of prizes up for grab. Make sure you follow the Sal's NBL across all socials. We will be giving away some good stuff from our commercial partners at Neon, Sky Sport Now. We've got some Sal's Pizza vouchers. We've got it all coming. But first, let's get into the starting lineups for the Tuatara. Braden Yulee, Cam Glidden, Tukaha Cooper, Charlie Dalton, and Rob Lowe. Looks a little different, a little younger, but still very competent.
And big opportunities tonight for Yulee and Dalton in particular.
Absolutely, and they proved they were ready for that chance. Just last round where Yulee had 19 points and Charlie Dalton had 14, 33 between them. They can replicate that today. It'll go a long ways towards securing a Tuatara victory.
Well, let's go and have a chat with one of those young guns right now. Here's Charlie Dalton.
Charlie, big week for the Tuatara, but down a few of their players. 3 starters out with the TBs. How does that enable yourself, Braden Yulee, Nick Barrow, some of the vets as well, to step up in their place, and how are you guys approaching this opportunity?
Yeah, we're approaching this like we approach every game every week, Obviously, there's a lot of absences, but they've told us to just go out there, be confident, keep playing our role, and do what we do.
And when you're looking at the opposition, they're in a little bit of the same boat. A few starters missing for the Nuggets. When you're preparing for a team that you've got some familiarity with, but has changed so much, how does that change the scout? How does that change your preparation?
Yeah, again, they've lost a few guys, which is unfortunate for both teams, but we're just here focusing on ourselves tonight. Obviously, we'll make some adaptations, especially on Kamani Lawrence. He's going to be a big factor for them tonight. But we're just going out there focusing on ourselves and trying to do whatever we can to get the dub.
Well, as the vote on the mixandpick.com poll actually starts to creep up for the Tuatara, believe it or not, the fans going for the home team tonight. Let's have a look at the Chemist Warehouse head-to-head, and we start by those missing in action.
Yeah, 3 guards for the Otago Nuggets and 3 tall blacks for the Tuatara. What's going to be equal? The missing points, 54 between those 3 players for the Tuatara, just under 49 for the Nuggets. The rebounds about equal, the assists about equal as well. So the question is, which backups can come in and provide as good a facsimile or better of what those guys provide? Right now, my money's on the Tuatara. I do think they've got a little bit more experience with that's going, but the backups for this Otago Nuggets team, they have a lot of experience. They've got championship experience from a couple seasons ago, and I think they'll be digging in those reserves tonight.
All right, let's check in with the odds. Let's check in with the TAB. Here's Mark Stafford on tonight's big game between the Tuatara and the Nuggets.
Hey guys, this round of the NBL for me is intriguing. And why? Because the Tall Blacks are away. So a lot of their teams have been stripped by their best players. Look at the Tuatara. They've got 3 of their starters. Think Webster. Think all of their starters. There's only 3 that have gone to the Tall Blacks. They have to use the bench. They have to get big input from their imports as well. 152, 250. But have a look at the point start. Normally, when these 2 teams, full strength, would play, it'd be around the 11 and 12.5 point start handicap. It's down to 4. There's money coming for the Nuggets. If you like the Nuggets, this might be a great spot for them. Do bet responsibly. Have a look at the app. A whole range of markets available on this match. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Mark. Great to have you with us here in the Sal's NBL. Round 13 action, Wednesday night hoops. Not too far away from a start.
Yeah, we're right on the precipice. Of course, welcome to our viewers around the world on the FIBA YouTube channel and all our loyal viewers on our regular Wednesday TikTok appearances as well. There's going to be some special prizes coming through to that TikTok audience later, so make sure you stay engaged and comment with fans first.
Coin officials, Ryan Jones, Sharon Martin and Mikey Graham. A very good evening or early morning throughout the United States as well. Everybody tuning in through ESPN. Great to have you with us. Who's your tip tonight, Casey Frank? It is a game that is well and truly up for grabs for both of these teams.
I have no doubt that the Nuggets team is capable of getting this win if they play their best basketball, but my money is on Rob Lowe carrying this Tuatara squad to a victory. It's going to be tight, but I'm leaning to the home team tonight.
So too are the fans at home and on their devices. 75% going with the Tuatara. We're set to go. Ryan Jones to toss it up. Rob Lowe and Jack Andrew. Round 13 is officially underway in the Sal's NBL.
Really excited to see how Braden Ewley integrates himself into the starting lineup. He's played so well lately. Love his physicality, and I think he can have a big impact this evening.
Opening chance here. Opening score for the Auckland Tuatara. Braden Ewley. How about this young man joining mid-season? He is so strong.
A powerful athlete. He's really improved his driving, his ball handling. You see Matt Bardsley just gives him a little bit too much space. The instant penetration puts the ball on the deck with his left hand. Strong finish at the rim through the contact and the three-point play the old-fashioned way from the Chemist Warehouse strike.
I think he might be set for a big one tonight, Case. I really do. This could be his big breakout game.
Like this defense from the Tuatara, very extended, not letting the Nuggets get comfortable early.
Let's see how the visitors respond here. Darko Kelly pulls up at the Chemist Warehouse. That one rims around. Ewley comes up with a look at the pace straight away to big Rob Lowe. Hands it back. Ewley, this time around Darcy Knox. Nearly the same result.
Unlucky on the finish there, Ewley. I think expected a little bit more contact. Knox did well to pull out before that occurred.
Started aggressively, hasn't he? Lawrence blocked low. Big stuff from the big fella.
Excellent timing, and here comes the transition attack once again. The Tuatara with speed.
Back-to-back baskets. Braden Ewley, 5 points for him.
Well, 3 looks at the rim, knocked down 2 of them. He is off to a fast start, and I think it's going to continue throughout all 4 quarters.
Still yet to score. They've had a couple of looks. Darcy Knox, corner 3 is good.
Oh, nice distribution there by Darko Kelly. Right into the shooting pocket, and Darcy Knox with a quick release to nail the 3.
Nuggets underway. Tukaha Cooper gives it up to Lowe. Sends it out to Cam Glidden. The Aussie floats it up. Not sure if that was a pass or a shot. Rob Lowe was certainly waiting for it. Lawrence up and over. Bardsley.
Well, that's a poor job in transition by the Tuatara. That wasn't the fastest fast break there. Charlie Dalton tries to take the contact, staying low, and nobody there to help him on the drop-off.
5 apiece. Lowe has it knocked out by Lawrence. Bardsley comes up with it. The slippery eel. Back to Lawrence. Now big Jack Andrew gets Lowe off the floor, goes to work down low and finishes.
Well, good use of the shot fake. Rob Lowe commits himself a bit too early. Andrew takes advantage, and the early lead for the Nuggets who are here to play.
Charlie Dalton, first shot for him off the glass.
Lovely with the left. His finishing has improved so much over the last year. He's got a floater game. He can finish with both hands. And an improved jump shot as well, really making strides on the offensive end developmentally.
And some good early scoring here, 7 apiece. That pass from Darko Kelly wasn't good.
Well read there. Now in transition, another opportunity for the Tuatara.
And again, Dalton on the left, this time on the right.
Yeah, left hand the first time down, right hand this time. Not easy angles. Nice delivery by Cam Glidden to make it possible for that fast break finish.
Lead at 2. Jack Andrew inside. Trying to get through a couple of Tuatara players. Rob Lowe was there to strip the ball away. Ewley now. Glidden
just decides to go to the half court. Wouldn't like to see Rob Lowe get a touch somewhere. He hasn't been involved much lately.
Cooper for 3. No Vidanovic, no Webster, no Tarangi tonight for the Tuatara.
And that's going to have a severe effect on the offensive rebounding for the Tuatara. Those guys very responsible for a lot of those second chances, in particular Vidanovic and Tarangi.
And depth will be tested for both of these teams this evening. Jack Andrew over Lowe. Rolls out.
Unlucky. Did the work, but Rob Lowe closes that space well and plays physically without committing a foul.
Fan appreciation round in the Sal's NBL. Great to see plenty of fans here tonight. Ewley leaves it behind. Lawrence picks it up. Darko Kelly on the move. Does finish.
The transition defense has been an issue for the Tuatara, especially off those live ball transfers. They need to do a better job of hustling to get back and take away those opportunities. The Nuggets taking advantage when they're there.
Good contest early. Low to Glidden. There's the experience. Glidden on the step back 3. A little bit too deep.
Real lack of offensive rebounding presence for both teams up to this point in the ball game.
Lawrence, expect him to score some points tonight. Leading scorer in this Nuggets team. I think he's the second or third highest scorer in the league this season. Jack Andrew inside.
He's got to be more patient. He's got such a strength advantage on Dalton. He just needs to utilize it.
Glidden, second look from deep. That one rims around. He's going to keep looking, though.
Well, wide open. That's a bad decision by Z. Darko Kelly there, sagging off him to the driver. You have to be aware of Glidden, and he's going to rue that miss later on in this game.
Over 13 points a game. Cam Glidden, one of the best three-point shooters in the competition. Kamani Lawrence looking for the spin. Lowe did really well, helped defense. Darko Kelly through the gap.
I think Kamani Lawrence might have gotten away with a travel there. Looked like those feet shuffled just a little bit, but he gets that pass off. And Z. Darko Kelly, he's looking to carry a lot of that offensive load. You can see in the aggressiveness he started with.
Coming to you live on Sky Sport TikTok tonight. Rob Lowe receives from Cam Glidden and finishes under contact.
There was not much in that passing angle. Very difficult for Cam Glidden to pull that off successfully, but he drops it right in the breadbasket. Look at him come off this all ball, just drop it right in there. No space for a mistake at that angle. And then the contact, well done by Rob Lowe to absorb it, to finish, tied the ball game, and look for the lead at the Chemist Warehouse stripe now.
First basket of the night for Rob Lowe, having another big season, the reigning Sells NBL MVP. Just over 20 points a game, 11 rebounds. Usually good for a couple of threes every time he steps out as well. Last home game of the season for the Auckland Tuatara, Casey. Coming up for them, the Bulls away, the Airs away, and the Hawks away ahead of the final six.
Can't really count the Bulls as a road game, can we? Just got to get to the other side of the city.
Depends on the traffic.
That's a good point there.
Darcy Knox gives it up. Darko Kelly from deep leaves it short. Robbie Coleman into the action, gets it back. Bardsley had a career night last week, didn't he? 25 in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, 14 in the Sells NBL. Darcy's going to get it back.
Well, 2 offensive rebounds in a row, and the Nuggets go with a quick shot without the advantage on the glass. I'd be a little bit more patient. They're getting great looks. They can really work this Tuatara defense on the boards.
2 of 5 now for Darko Kelly. Glidden's missed all 3 of his opportunities from deep.
Tell you what, when a good shooter like Cam Glidden misses shots early, I'm a little concerned defensively, because that means they're going to come back to the mean eventually.
Darko Kelly to Coleman, hands it back, fires from deep again. That's his 6th shot of the game already. There's a foul underneath. Might be against Rob Lowe climbing over the back. It is.
Ooh, that's unfortunate. I think that might be actually Nick Barrow on that one underneath. I thought Rob Lowe was clean up top. We'll see exactly who that call is here momentarily.
It just looked like someone put their hand on the shoulder of Robbie Coleman on the rebound.
But either way, possession stays with the Nuggets with a new 14.
Straight in to Darko Kelly. Too easy in the end underneath.
Well, the Tuatara are now understanding how difficult life is without a few of the tall blacks they have on that roster.
Basket for basket. Charlie Dalton.
Just enough to get that up and over the rim. Charlie Dalton moving without the basketball very well, making himself available and penetrating this defense with the cut.
Game high scorer now, Casey. 6 points for Dalton to start this one. Playing defense here now on Lawrence. Can't get it to go. Charlie comes down with it, takes a bump.
He's taking a few contacts there, but he's a little bit lighter in the chest than some of these other players due to his age. He's going to have to fight through that contact all night.
He's got that right knee strapped up tonight as well, Charlie Dalton.
I just rubbed some dirt on it. He's young. He'll be fine.
3 minutes to play in the first here. Good contest. Tukaha Cooper has it knocked away by Lawrence.
Well, nice duty done by Kamani Lawrence. Staying with the basketball, keeping his eye on the prize.
Gee, I tell you what, Z. Darko Kelly's come out shooting at every given opportunity.
Well, he's coming with it. Charlie Dalton in transition, way short.
And look at Darko Kelly again, quickly up the floor. Too quick, too strong, and another 2 for him. Timeout, Tuatara.
Well, that is an impressive couple of possessions there for Z. Darko Kelly as he scores 5 straight and gets himself up into double figures. He's on 11 points now. In transition, he is finding a lot of activity, shooting the ball well, 5 for 9 from the field.
Already put up 9 shots.
His pace in transition is what's doing a lot of this damage.
Hope you're enjoying it tonight. Wednesday night hoops here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. It's round 13 of the NZNBL. Hello to all of our viewers right around the world. Live on Sky Sport TikTok tonight every Wednesday night. And we've got some fantastic prizes up for grabs this evening for our viewers on Sky Sport TikTok. Fan appreciation round, of course. You've dived into the prize cabinet this week, Case. Good on you.
There's some lollies out there.
Stay tuned during the ad break. We will let you know what you need to do to win those prizes.
There's, well, you got to be tuned into TikTok tonight. You have to get to TikTok. You have to be commenting on there, and we'll be letting you know over your social, on your handles, as to who's going to get that victory.
I have heard a whisper, though, that you are you're the man in charge of the prizes through Fan Appreciation Round, and you're actually giving them away through all the games, correct?
All 10 days, we are going to have giveaways.
This week and next week.
This week and next day, 10
Nice.
games,
Nice.
10 days of games. Doubleheaders on the weekend, still one prize giveaway, but make sure you're attuned to the social media channels of the NZNBL because it will come across all different platforms and different times, but you got to be in to win.
There you go, back underway.
And sorry to anybody viewing internationally, you also have to be a New Zealand resident.
What?
Because we can't afford that shipping overseas. It's too much.
Cooper for three. What an answer for the Tuatara.
Big shot for Tukaha Cooper early. That's going to lift his confidence and enable him to shoot those kind of shots as this game continues.
Margin back to one. Lawrence bobbling it around, keeps the dribbler alive. Just got it over the hands of Rob Lowe. Aitchison.
Great screen by Robbie Coleman. He came in on the cut, but saw the pass go out, so he turned it into a seal. Give Josh Aitchison plenty of time to get that jumper off.
Leading player tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, Josh Aitchison. Nuggets got the win 26-16.
Back to back.
Wow, Tukaha Cooper.
6 straight, just what the Tuatara ordered. Some shooting from one of their young guns inserted into the starting lineup and responding.
Now Robbie Coleman goes from deep.
Tuatara need to lock down the glass, but they're locking down the three-point line right now.
McIntosh doesn't get the drop on that one. There's a foul underneath.
That's Rob Lowe attacking, getting the whistle for his efforts. Great look for Chris McIntosh. We've seen quite a few misses from the Tuatara from deep before those Tukaha Cooper makes. They are now 2 for 8. They missed their first 5, made their next 2. And now they've been able to get that eye in, see if this luck from deep doesn't continue.
McIntosh 0 of 3 from deep in the Sky Broadband Rapid League tonight. There you go. We told you it was coming.
4 times the charm for Cam Glidden. Expected him to get a few more jumpers up now that he's got his eye in.
He's going to keep firing away, isn't he, Cam Glidden, part of our Sky Sport commentary team this season. Head down, Lawrence nowhere to go, ran straight in to the reigning Defender of the Year in the NZNBL, Rob Lowe. And that's an errant pass, Dalton to Iuli.
Yeah, I think Charlie Dalton made the wrong read on that one. You had Tukaha Cooper on the strong side wing, who's just hit 2 triples. The defense collapsed into the paint. Probably wanted to stay with the hot shooter. And unfortunately, that pass to the weak side, just a little bit wayward, too tough to handle for Iuli.
Nuggets led by 4. They're now down by 2. Inside the last 30 seconds of this opening quarter tonight. Hope you're enjoying it. Darko Kelly's been involved in everything on the float. Or was there contact there?
Oh, that's it. They're saying that's possession.
Lawrence certainly didn't hit the ring the first time.
They're saying Rob Lowe had possession on the save. That's what switched over. But either way, down to 12 seconds. Last possession, shot clock off here in the first quarter.
Let's see what the Tuatara can come up with. Out by 2. Can they extend that margin? Iuli clears for him, steps through, and gee, it was so close, wasn't it? Great setup by Braden Iuli. Got Z Darko Kelly off the floor, but was unable to finish. And that'll do us. 1 quarter down tonight. Hope you're enjoying it. NZNBL action. It's the Tuatara leading this one, 23-21. In Sky Sport TikTok land.
TikTok land on FIBA YouTube International as well, but especially to our TikTok fans. We're doing a little live Q&A. We're looking at the chat right now. If you got any questions, come on in. Talk to us in between these quarter time breaks at halftime. Justin and I are going to be here to answer. And so looking in right now, we've got some questions about what is Fans First. Well, Fans First is what you have to comment in this chat if you want to be eligible for a prize. So anybody who's wondering why you're seeing so much Fan First in there, that's what it is. What's up, Fletcher09? Casey Frank is here.
I like it.
Hi to you. Hope things are going well. And if you have commented Fans First in this chat, you are in for a prize. Remember, you have to be a New Zealand resident.
Is that all you got to do?
That's all you got to do for tonight's game.
Wow.
Not much, not much. Yeah, follow those instructions that we have across social, but let us know. Any questions about the game tonight, let us know. Toss it in. Hello down to Central Otago there. And right now they've got a question about a draft, Justin. Will there be a draft next year?
Well, you never know. The teams are currently discussing it and looking at it. It may just be coming.
So it's a maybe, a maybe. We can't give you all the information. It is TikTok. Everybody's watching after all.
Great fans down in Central Otago as well. Great fans.
And we got people saying, how did you miss that layup? It's tough to miss layups. Sometimes you miss them, sometimes you make them. That is the way it goes.
By the way, we've won 4 championships between us.
We'll catch up with you in the next commercial break, but we're back to the live action now.
Welcome back to Eventfinda. 1 quarter down tonight. And it is a really good contest, Casey Frank. 2 points in it. Basket for basket stuff. It's been a lot of fun.
It's been a back and forth affair. I've been impressed by the pace of both teams. Now the question is, are these players able to keep up that pace for 40 minutes? A lot of these guys haven't been playing those extended minutes throughout the season. And even guys like Z. Darko Kelly, he's got a lot of shots up at this point in the game.
10.
He hasn't taken 40 shots in the game this year. You know, he's gotten about 20 a lot. That is a lot of extra load on players that they aren't used to carrying.
Averages 12.8 points a game this season, Z. Darko Kelly. 11 points to quarter time. We did say someone would need to step up. No Dante Russo-Nance, no Ben Henschel. Ty Webster's been gone for a number of weeks now. Got some news on Ty Webster, actually. We'll bring you up to date on that in just a moment. Let's see what the Nuggets can do here early. Scrappy stuff. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Darcy Knox has to go and does.
Well, good defense there at the end by Yuli. Now the Tuatara trying to find some semi-transition activity.
Iuli to low.
Well, I love the all-ball action. Brandon Yuli with the correct decision there. Makes it easy for the big fella to get the finish of the Tuatara. Stretch this back to a 4-point lead after being down 4 themselves.
And ominous signs as well, Rob Lowe. A couple of big moves to the basket. He's got 5 in the game now.
That foul away from the basketball. Tukaha Cooper keeping Josh Aitchison from cutting to the cup or to the handoff, and he gets pinged with the whistle.
Ty Webster, break the news. Come on, here we go.
He's got a baby.
Yeah.
He's popped the baby out. Congratulations to him and his partner in the States as Kamani Lawrence drops it in.
Welcome to the world of no sleep.
T-Web's well acquainted, but I think for different reasons.
Baby boy, I believe. Foul there against...
Good foul.
Z. Darko Kelly.
I don't mind that. He's saying, I do not want any part of this coverage. Get me out of here. Let me just get that slap on the wrist and get moving.
Key matchup tonight, isn't it? Jack Andrew and Rob Lowe.
Jack Andrew's been playing improved basketball as late. I think some of that has to do with his teammates have been looking to get him involved off the pick and roll a bit more, but he has a big role to play defensively this evening on Rob Lowe.
One of the things I was looking forward to tonight, Rob Lowe, looking forward to that always.
That's a quick release, man. That is a quick release. Andrew, not a bad contest, but it is so quick on that catch and shoot. It is still too late. He's
got 8 as Lawrence attacks the basket. That's a tough shot from there. One of the things I was looking forward to tonight, Casey, was just how this Tuatara team would go without Tom Vodanovic.
Yeah, I mean, really any of those guys. Tommy V, I think probably in terms of what he gives, he's probably the easiest to replace because he doesn't have the ball in his hands very often. It could have been a shot clock violation. It was not. But his toughness, his quick release shooting, what he does through the geometry of the court, that's what's going to be difficult for them to replace as Z. Darko Kelly unable to keep the ball. For me, the guy is Corey Webster. The ball is in his hands 90% of the time. He leads the team in assists, one of the best assist mans, and he's who they go to for buckets. He has a high value scoring. How do they adjust? Because that is a huge part of the shot diet that has to go to other mouths.
They're going to be without them in rounds 14 and round 15 as well. Cam Glidden on the turn.
He's got some great looks. Just does not have the measure. You can feel the frustration in him right now.
Tell you what, he's got great elevation for what, 33, 34 now? Still gets up, doesn't he, Cam Glidden?
Great elevation. You're grading that one on a curve.
I'm grading it compared to me. Kamani Lawrence, another 2 for him.
Look for him to start to take advantage more and more of Dalton down low.
Uh-oh, Rob Lowe fires quickly.
I really like Kamani Lawrence down low against Charlie Dalton. Dalton just does not have the strength to keep him from going where he wants to.
Bit of contact there, no whistle. Lowe picks it up, gives it off. Iuli.
Oh, and one. Oh, not a foul. That's a basket interference is what the call is, and a timeout to the Nuggets.
Margin at 5.
You know, one thing we haven't really mentioned yet is that the Otago Nuggets don't have their head coach.
They don't actually. Brent Matahari not here tonight. Daniel Vlahov has the whiteboard. I believe Brent Matahari's sick.
Yeah, he's gone down crook, was unable to make the trip, has been sick for a couple of days.
They've had a bit of illness down there this season.
I'll tell you what, it seems to be that time of year.
Deep south.
And it goes through the South Island quickly. You're not getting much sun, but you are getting a lot of cold weather. And unfortunately, it's caught the better of Brent Matahari this time around. Feel better. I'm sure he's watching and telling us how wrong we are about everything we're talking about.
I'll tell you what we're not wrong about. We're not wrong about the Sal's Super Special this week. There it is, 25% off any large pizza. Doesn't matter which one you order, you get 25% off. Sal's Jam is the online code. That's a really easy one to remember, and that's available till next Tuesday.
Got to get that 25% off. That's like a quarter pizza free.
Well, surely, that's exactly a quarter pizza free, actually. Surely that would warm things up for Brent Matahari. He'd be sitting at home tonight,
I mean,
all rugged up.
I'm as big a pizza fan as you'll find. I don't know if that's the food you want to go to when you're under the weather.
Come on.
I don't know if that's the one that I'm looking at.
What's your go-to when you're under the weather? This is a good topic of conversation because I've got one go-to.
Chicken noodle soup.
Really?
Well, I don't know if can I. You know, was a certain religion's penicillin. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on TV anymore.
Probably not, but you just did.
Well, I didn't.
Well, no, you stopped short. You're right. You're right. You want to know what my go-to is?
Yes.
I don't know if you're a fan or not. Give me Vegemite every day of the week.
Obviously, you know I'm not a fan of that.
Back underway. 7 minutes to play in the second quarter.
I grew up in North America, although I do have it on the nibbles and toast that my kids leave me in breakfast.
There we go. Darcy Knox out of that timeout.
Speaking about a nibble, he nibbles at the edges of that defense, gets to 15 feet, the high arcer to keep the Nugs within 3 points.
I'm a thick Vegemite man too as well.
You would be.
Low. Iuli spins back. Really like his aggression. Tukaha Cooper's been in some touch tonight. Couple of threes for him. That one misses.
Yeah, just floated off platform just a bit on that shot. Leaning forward with it.
Kamani Lawrence draws contact.
Just aggression. Just so aggressive. He realizes that there really is, outside of Nick Barrow, maybe Josh Ledger, nobody on this Tuatara lineup has the bone marrow to keep him from where he wants to go. Straight through the chest. Get out of the way when the train is coming down the tracks, because Kamani Lawrence is going to get where he wants to go.
Cam Glidden with the foul, just with that right hip. You saw that on the GJ Gardner Holmes replay. Tomorrow night, Casey, the Hawks and the Saints square up in Hawke's Bay. Sharks and the Fi on Friday night. That's still to come in the Sal's NBL. Gee, Kamani Lawrence has missed everything there. He is shooting 44% from the Chemist Warehouse this season. Of course, coming back from an injury, which he talked to us about earlier this season.
Yeah, just hopefully that he gets that body right, gets those biomechanics coming to the correct way so he can get that jump shot and that form back to where it needs to be. It's almost more mental than anything else, because you see him shoot at times with better form, but had a shot in that shoulder a few years back and just has not worked the same way. So he's got still a bit of ways to get back to where he needs to go.
Low. Oh, all the way through Nick Barrow.
Well, Rob Lowe's going to punish mismatches, especially with the pass. You don't want to keep him from scoring, but what Rob Lowe really wants to do is facilitate, as he did in that possession.
Bardsley back into the action. Coman. Knox. A lot of local talent here on the court. Darcy Knox.
That's a big shot. I don't mind the decision by McIntosh to go under, because he was 3 feet off the line, but we can see he's playing with confidence and certainly has the green light this evening.
Low. Coman pass was just a little bit too slick for Chris McIntosh.
And also, Rob's got to think about what Chris McIntosh is going to do with the ball there. If he does catch it, he's giving up 4 inches to Darcy Knox. There's not a lot of space for him to put in work underneath. Take another look at the Darcy Knox triple. Goes underneath the Robbie's Coleman screen, does McIntosh, and Darcy Knox says, well, you go under, I'll be knocking him down.
He's hit a couple of them tonight already, hasn't he? Getting the start this evening, no Ben Henschel. Z Darko Kelly dominated the first quarter. Knox, a third, no.
Bardsley
comes up with it.
Thinks better than attacking Rob Lowe, but now off the dance.
Somehow gets it to go.
Don't mind the aggressiveness. What a catch by Barrow.
Good pass as well, wasn't it? Was there a foul there? Goes again. This time there is.
Well, it looked like Nick Barrow might have taken contact a couple of times there. Did really well to control that ball off that initial look. Knocks it down, keeps it in possession. That took away the clean layup. Coleman recovered well, but eventually just a bit too much contact. Nick Barrow off to the Chemist Warehouse to try and pick up this 1-point lead.
For those watching on Sky Sport TikTok tonight, you'll notice that there's lots and lots of people leaving a comment. Fans first. What's that all about, Casey?
Fans first is what you need to be in to win. You have to be watching on that TikTok stream. And at the end of tonight's game, one lucky winner will be DM'd.
Do you choose? Is it your choice, by the way?
How many jobs
do we have to be?
How many jobs do I have to do? I'm going to be the brand manager, the media manager.
Everything.
I'm going to be the commentary and the guy picking the social.
Everything.
Now we've got the man with the plan, Jake Fitzgibbons. He's out there. He's out doing the social work tonight.
There you
Thanks
go.
for moderating, big fella.
You do a good job, by the way. Just pump your tyres up.
Just by the way, eh?
I think
sweetheart.
I've waited around. It took 13 rounds to give you a compliment. Battle. Dalton comes up with it.
Nice defense there by Bardsley, sprinting to get ahead and cut off that fast break opportunity. Good minutes for the Tuatara here, keeping this lead without Rob Lowe.
Iuli came out on fire tonight, didn't he? Draws a foul there on Aitchison, so a trip to the Chemist Warehouse for Braden Iuli. 19 points last week against the Fi.
Well, the strength and aggressiveness of Iuli is really impressive. Last got a good look at him a couple of seasons ago with the Tuatara, and he's added a good 10 kgs of muscle and really developed his skill set, putting the ball on the floor. He can go both ways now. He's an explosive athlete, but it's that nose for the rim which is so impressive. He's going to be returning to the college system. I believe he's at Menlo Park in the States. Going to be joined there by another Kiwi shortly.
Here we go.
Is it Nick Davidson, I believe? Is that where Nick Davidson committed to?
From the Giants?
From the Giants? I think so. Apologies if I got that wrong, everybody.
He's played some good basketball this season as well. Has really excelled through the Sky Broadband Rapid League and starting to carve out some minutes in the cells as well. Margin at 5 here. Bardsley, one way then the other. Darko Kelly, Coleman, big block, Dalton,
no.
Foul.
Oh my, tough call there. Looked pretty clean up high. I don't know if we'll get a replay of it, but Charlie Dalton thought he timed it nicely.
Did he cop some arm? Did he cop some body? Here we go, GJ Gardner-Holmes replay.
Tough to see from that angle, but apparently, according to Sharon Martin, that was the contact there. So Robbie Coleman will go to the Chemist Warehouse line. Stripe and take a couple, try and cut this 5-point lead. Karmatically speaking, it looks like he was fouled because the ball does not lie.
There you go, first one down.
So saith Rasheed Wallace, so saith us all.
I like where you're going tonight, Casey. I'm enjoying this. Talking about all of that illness down south at the moment. We're headed down there on the weekend. Nuggets and the Fi.
We should be okay. We'll be able to withstand it.
It's a big game for those two teams. Iuli hesitated out of it. Dalton coming through from the weak side. It ends up with Nick Barrow.
Wondering how long Rob Lowe's going to be off the bench for, and not much longer. He just got the call in. See this offense getting just a little tough with him on the bench. Stole enough minutes with him over there.
Has Darko Kelly scored this quarter?
That's a great question. He's still on 11, I think.
Foul there on Robbie Coleman. Had 11 points in the first quarter, Darko Kelly tonight.
And there you go. There's the answer. Still at 11.
Bardsley headed to the sidelines.
Just the one shot here in the second quarter for Z. Darko Kelly, so the offense hasn't found them. I think mostly by design from the Tuatara. They've got Cam Glidden on him now, and he's making those catches just a bit more difficult.
Who's the last one on?
There's Dalton. Glidden just gliding to the basket.
Well, he's had a lot of looks from deep. He's decided to go attack at the rim now, make it a little bit easier when you get a bit closer. Nice steal, Tukaha.
Did great, didn't he? He's got Glidden on the run. Elects to go to the trailer in Dalton. Oh, big basket. Tuatara doesn't count.
Oh, I did not see that travel, but I was a little bit blocked by Coach Aaron Young. Like the attack, a difficult shot to make.
Was there some small steps in there, some stutter steps? Let's have a look at this again.
The kick ahead, we'll see him run through.
Ooh.
Looked like 2 to me.
In between all of that, Daniel Vlahov, coaching tonight, has just been given an official warning.
I think that was actually for the bench, everybody, but that includes Daniel Vlahov. Mikey Graham's second warning tonight to players.
Lawrence, Coleman slashing, another block. Rob Lowe.
Second of the night, reaching up to knock it out.
Dalton wasn't expecting the pass.
Did well with it.
Lowe hands it off to Iuli. Quick burst of speed to the basket, and another one for Braden Iuli.
I think Josh Aitchison's lucky not to pick up the foul as the Nuggets call a timeout, because that aggressive drive caught Aitchison out of position. The contact was airborne. Iuli still able to finish with the left, no less, showing some nice strength, some nice touch at the same time.
He's a strong kid, isn't he?
Really strong. I'm a little bit afraid to see what he develops into when he becomes a man, but what he's showing me these last few weeks has been impressive. He's certainly lifted in my mind as a prospect, and now looking as a guy who can certainly track towards the Aussie NBL in terms of the level that he can fit at, because he already looks like he belongs there in terms of size, skill, and strength.
GJ Gardner-Holmes Toihi season, every game live on Sky Sport, tipping off on October the 4th. Looking forward to that already. Fan appreciation round, of course, this week and next week in the Sal's NBL. Just casting your mind back through your illustrious career, Casey Frank, some of the best fans up and down the country. Where did you come across them?
Well, only the places I played, because everybody else can go get
Didn't like you. Didn't like you.
I mean, even the places I played didn't like me before I played there. But, you know, I really enjoyed playing at Auckland. In this building, we had some huge games against the North Harbour Heat.
Yep.
You know, certainly had some great fans up here. It's had some excellent fans in Wellington when my season's there. And, you know, it is hard to go past the Wellington fans. They do such a great job of supporting, showing up game in, game out. And they've got the titles to prove that support works.
If you ever want to open up a business and sell green things only, go to Palmerston North, because they buy them up big time.
That is the #1 purchaser of St. Patrick's Day products in the country, I'm sure. The Green Army.
Tell you what, speaking of fans, what about the Nelson Giants? What have they had, 24, 25 sellouts in a row or something like that? I'm sure Hugh Bainham will let us know, but their fans are right in sync right now.
However many it is, they need at least one more.
One more?
Well, yeah, it's always got to get one more. Always got to get one more.
Cooper comes up with it mid-court. Dalton. Lowe sends it out to Iuli. Margin at 7. Couple of minutes to play here in the opening half. Iuli using the protection of Lowe. Why not?
That is such a great read and bait. They go so far under the screen. He sets up for that triple. Defense reacts in a brilliant drive and the scoop layup around the defender.
This is a game-high 9-point lead now.
Kamani Lawrence initiating a lot of that contact. Charlie Dalton coming off second best eternally because he's given up probably 15, 20 kgs in that matchup. That to me looks like Kamani Lawrence initiating and knocking him off his line, but Charlie Dalton getting whistled for the foul because of the aggressiveness of Lawrence in that situation.
Lawrence averages 23 a game. I feel like he's having a quiet one at the moment.
Well, just the 5 points up to this point on 2 for 6. The Tuatara are not too concerned with the three-point shot, despite Darcy Knox making some Zacchaeus, Z. Darko Kelly as well. They're packing the paint, making it tough for Lawrence. I think he's #1 in the scout right now.
Glidden.
How did that get through?
Cooper again getting some protection for Lowe. Got a hand in there, stripped it away from Darko Kelly. Well done, Cooper. And now Glidden.
Oh, the unfortunate read there by Smiler. The pass fake by Glidden. He goes to the pass fake. No, don't leave that shooter. He's the one you got to be concerned about. And now a 12-point lead for the Tuatara. We're starting to impose their will on this game.
Nuggets on the ropes. Lawrence turns it over. Here they come again.
That looks like that taped thumb affected that grip.
Back to back. No. Rattles around for Cam Glidden. Nuggets need something right now. Darko Kelly. That would have helped. Coleman tried to keep it alive, but shoved Nick Barrow in the back.
Yeah, he disagrees, but there's a bit of contact there. Nick Barrow, not the easiest guy to move. I like the shot by Z. Darko Kelly. He's got to get, I think he's got to lift his level of aggressiveness. Just 4 shots in the quarter now. He's missed all of them, but he can't give up on the looks because he is going to have to carry a lot of this load. Only player in double figures for the Nuggets right now. 2 for the Tuatara. Iuli leading the way with 11. 4 for 6 from the field, and Rob Lowe with 10. 4 for 5 as Nick Barrow misses the first from the warehouse.
77% shooter from the stripe this season, Nick Barrow. Let's see what he can do with this one. 51 seconds to play in the first half tonight. Flat-looking shot, back of the iron.
Unfortunate pair of misses there for the Tuatara, but that gives the Nuggets hope of cutting this under 10 shortly.
Got to come up with something here. Oh, just clumsy stuff from Darcy Knox. Unable to keep a hand on the ball.
Unfortunate there. Just takes his eye off the prize for a split second, and it costs the Nuggets possession. An interesting call here by the Tuatara. They use the player timeout here. Why? Because this has now become a 2-for-1 opportunity for them. There's 14 seconds on the shot clock. If they get this shot within the first 7 or 8, now they're going to get that third possession. Had they come the other way, they would have still been able to turn it into a 2-for-1. But this way, the clock is completely set up in their favor. Even if they use just about the entirety of the time that's allotted to them right now.
Yeah, we were talking about this in the earlier Sky Broadband Rapid League game, weren't we? Just the way that teams are starting to get smarter with their use, and they do go early. Iuli has it knocked out of his hands. Of course, the player timeouts, second season in action.
Well, this is where I go right into Rob Lowe on the strong side block and say, you just get a shot off.
Shot clock at 8. Inside, Glidden came from the weak side and finishes so well.
Well delivered, well finished, nice cut. And now we've got pretty much the Nuggets held onto the ball, so the shot clock, game clock is essentially the same.
Glidden up to 10. Darko Kelly. Does he use the time? He draws the foul. That's against Cam Glidden. Foul number 2 for him tonight.
Not a bad foul, but not a great foul because they are actually in the bonus. I thought they still had one to give. When I looked over, I thought they'd already added this. Let me take another look at the Glidden finish just previously.
I like the change-up of Glidden in the last few minutes as well. He's nailed a couple of threes, but all of a sudden starting to get to the rack now.
Now up to 10 points himself, third player in double figures for the Tuatara.
11 in the opening quarter for Darko Kelly. Has certainly been well held in this second term. Misses the first from the Chemist Warehouse. 7 seconds. Misses the second as well. Some free sells pizza. Tuatara have got to go quickly here. Oh, Low looking back to Iuli. They turn it over. 1.2. Nuggets do have their player timeout.
Well, just a misread there. Iuli want to crash the glass. The shooters were on the weak side. Rob Lowe thought he could get it back with the give and give back. Unfortunately, that's not the way it worked. Player timeout to the Nuggets, who now have 1.2 to work in the half court. Rob Lowe apologizing to Iuli for the miscue on the other side.
Just think the Nuggets need to do something spectacular here, Casey.
See some of the Northern Cotton brain trust over there on the sidelines.
Yeah.
And I think you're right. A bucket here would do wonders for the confidence of this Nuggets squad.
Let's see what they come up with. 1.2 to play. Can they land a blow? Darko Kelly, tough shot. That's not going to go down. So halftime tonight, it's a 14-point margin. Tuatara have opened this one up in the second quarter. Impressive stuff. They're down some stars. No Vodanovic, no Webster, no Tarangi. But they do have Tukaha Cooper, who's landed some big blows in the first half. Here he is with Casey.
Tukaha, an interesting first half there. You yourself found a little bit of range, back-to-back triples. What were you seeing that opened that up for you?
Just my teammates finding me open, and I just having confidence in shooting it, and yeah, just letting it go when I'm open.
Well, you guys have built a 14-point lead here. What has been going right for you in being able to get that up?
I think we just start on the defensive end and just try pressure, and then that transfers to our offense, and yeah.
Defensively, who are the Tuatara most concerned with? If you had to stop one player, who do you want it to be?
I forgot his name, but the import, the big guy, yeah.
Appreciate it, Tom.
Thank you.
I forgot his name. What an absolute classic. So halftime here at Eventfinda, Wednesday night hoops in the Salsa NBL round 13. Fan appreciation round is officially underway, and it's the home team leading this one by 14. We'll head off to the break and see if we can find out who that player is. Back with more after this. And with that, we head off to a break on Sky Sport here in Aotearoa, New Zealand. Hello again to all of our viewers and fans on Sky Sport TikTok tonight and right around the world on FIBA YouTube as well. I love that from Tukaha Cooper. I'm not sure what his name is.
He doesn't need to worry about the name, but he knows who it is. I told him when we got out far, I said, it's Kamani Lawrence, bro. And he's like, that's who it is. And I'm like, I know. But that's the young fellas. They don't have to, they just need to know the number, need to recognize him on the court, and realize that he's at the top of the scouting report.
Justin Nelson, Casey Frank with you. Hope you're enjoying the call at the moment. Tuatara in that second quarter, Casey. Very, very good, weren't they?
Playing very much better defensively, holding the Nuggets to 33 points, especially Z Darko Kelly, keeping him from getting too involved. But we're here at the TikTok halftime chat. Any questions you want to post through, toss them through on the chat, and we will do our best to open them. You see all the fans first. Everybody's getting in the contest.
Yeah.
But we're also here we're at the venue. Let us know if you've got any questions about the way things are going. Justin, let me throw something at you.
Yeah.
If there's one player the Nuggets need to get going who's not going right now, who's it got to be?
Yeah, good question. I'd like to see Jack Andrew getting a little bit more involved inside, close to the basket. We know what he's capable of doing, and put a little bit of pressure back on Rob Lowe as well to defend. So maybe some inside-outside ball through the hands of Jack Andrew.
Yeah, I like that. When I'm looking at the Tuatara, I think in that second half, it's going to be Cam Glidden.
Yep.
He's starting to get his eye on a little bit. The
10
drives
points.
are going. He's got 10 now. But I wouldn't be surprised if he finishes at 25 plus because he's going to get a little bit more aggressive in the second half.
One of the great things about you, all of our TikTokers, is last Wednesday night, there was viewers coming in from Boston and Philadelphia and Iran and England and all over the world. Australia, of course. Great to have you with us.
Australia. Always got to mention Australia. We have a question. Who's your favorite player on the court? I'm going to go with Rob Lowe. He's my one-time tall black teammate. I had a lot of experience, and he was a 16-year-old tall black, I believe, or a 17-year-old when he first made the team. So I'll give it to Rob Lowe. Maybe Nick Barrow, too, a former teammate of mine as well.
I love Rob Lowe. I've got to go with my fellow Aussie Cam Glidden, of course, but I also have a soft spot for Matthew Bardsley.
Nah, yeah, definitely. The slippery eel's the big one. Got a question about what's the news about Ty Webster. He's had a baby.
Yeah.
Congratulations to T-Web. Good job there.
Baby boy.
I've got some Breakers questions. I'm not answering Breakers questions until I see a coach. They got to get a coach before I can answer.
Who are they going to get? Who are they going to get? Come on.
That is a great question. Should have been Judd Flevel.
Judd Flevel.
My guess is it's going to be an American or a European.
Ooh.
Somebody's going to come from over there. Because
so you're saying Judd's out of the race?
I think Judd's probably out of the race. Ooh. I think if it was going to be Judd, it would have been announced already.
Really? Well, all of our TikTokers, don't go too far away. FIBA YouTube
I need
as
a
well.
Haircut.
Come on.
What are we talking about?
We're going to come back and join you again shortly, so stick with us. Welcome back to Eventfinda tonight. Midweek hoops in the Salsa NBL. And the Tuatara have cleared out in that second quarter. They lead the Nuggets by 14. Justin Nelson, Casey Frank with you. Casey, Chemist Warehouse stats to halftime. Let's have a look at them.
Yeah, well, the Tuatara really dominating that second quarter to the tune of a 24-12 advantage, being led by Cam Glidden and Braden Iruli. We had Rob Lowe on 10 points earlier, but he got 2 points taken away. Z Darko Kelly 11 points in the first quarter, has not scored since then. On to the rebounds, where the Tuatara are being out-rebounded now 21-19, thanks in large part to Kamani Lawrence and Robbie Coleman. Rob Lowe and Cam Glidden doing the jobs there. Look at the assists, though. How active are the Tuatara passing the ball? Rob Lowe, 5 assists and a triple-double watch. If he can continue this rate of activity, Kamani Lawrence leading the way to the opposition. Then the block game, Rob Lowe with a couple of big ones. Kamani Lawrence, the lone block for the Nuggets, which goes to the steals. Another big advantage there in the turnover game. It's 9 turnovers to the Nuggets and just 7 for the Tuatara.
All of the stats, of course, with thanks to our official stats partner in the Sal's NBL, Chemist Warehouse. Great to see a big crowd in here tonight for this one. Fan appreciation round in the Sal's NBL, and we certainly do love our fans. Second half not too far away. Quick break, and then we're right back here for the start of the third quarter. And as we head off for another break, Casey, it gives us a chance to come back to our FIBA YouTube and TikTokers who are tuning in tonight from right around the world. Thanks for all the messages. Thanks for letting us know where you're tuning in from as well. It's great to have you with us here for some Kiwi hoops.
Unfortunately, don't have the technology on hand to get involved in the YouTube chat, but we are all over TikTok. Fans first now. Any other questions come our way, but I'm looking at this game. It looks pretty difficult for the Nuggets to get their way back in unless they find a way to slow down the two-headed monster that is Rob Lowe and Cam Glidden. Got to get the ball out of those guys' hands and force somebody else other than those two to beat you.
And Charlie Dalton and Braden Yuli have been good tonight as well.
Very solid. I like the way Yuli came out really aggressive right off the bat. He is, of course, the leading scorer in the game right now with 13 points. He's got 3 rebounds, 3 assists as well. We look at what Rob Lowe's doing, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Triple-double watch for the big fella.
Are you a TikToker, by the way?
A TikToker?
I don't know.
Oh, my gosh.
Come on.
What a TikToker?
I'm just an old man that yells at clouds. You know that.
Are you a I'm a real TikToker.
There you go. Wow.
I partake in the scroll now and then. I've got a couple of favorites. You know, strangely, I really like cooking videos.
Right.
They keep on popping up on my algorithm, as do power washing. Here we call it a little water blasting. They are deceptively entertaining. Deceptively entertaining watching a yard get cleaned up with some power washing, some good landscaping as well.
Have we got any other questions? Please save me.
Shush. We got a shush?
What?
Apologies.
We're talking to you. We're having fun with you. Come on.
Do we think that the Breakers should sign anyone in this league? I think there's a couple of players.
Yeah.
You know, it depends on what level you're talking about. But I certainly would like to see some of those young guys. I mean, has Tohi Smith-Milner signed a contract yet?
Oh, good call.
You know, they need some big men. I think he's a guy who's playing very well. He's certainly somebody who could help that Breakers roster. And as far as I know, available in the Australian NBL at the moment.
There we go. There we go. You've thrown one out there. I like that. I like it a lot. Second half, what do we expect? Nuggets going to bounce back here? They're going to fight back?
Well, we saw them come out with incredible pace. I think we'll know in the first 2 or 3 minutes if they're able to do it. And it does depend on that pace. They have to secure rebounds and push in transition because that's where they found their most success offensively.
Now, don't forget fan appreciation round. So everyone tuning in through Sky Sport TikTok tonight, there's some prizes up for grabs. What do you got to do?
Got to comment fans first. And no, I was not happy with the Boston win. I'm from New York originally. I do not like Boston or the Celtics forever and ever.
Don't wind him up, please. Don't wind him up. Rightio, we're going to head back to the action live through Sky Sport in New Zealand. We'll catch up with you at 3/4 time. Welcome back to Eventfinda tonight on the North Shore of Auckland. Wonderful part of New Zealand. And at halftime here, the home team, the Tuatara, leading this one by 14. Third quarter, not too far away. Earlier tonight in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, the Nuggets got the win, 26-16. Low-scoring game compared to what we normally see in the Rapid League. Round 13 games coming up. Hawks and the Saints tomorrow night. Friday night, it's the Sharks and the Fi. The double on Saturday, Rams and the Saints. I want to come back to that game in just a moment with you, Casey. Jets and the Giants on Saturday night, and then the double on Sunday. Nuggets and the Fi. We're headed down for that one. Bulls and the Airs Sunday night. We'll wrap it all up Rams and the Saints, when they played earlier this season, the Rams took down the Saints by 24, 23.
Yeah, I mean, and it was a dominant performance. I mean, they went into their home court and absolutely kicked the tar out of that Saints team. So they'll have a little vengeance on their mind. They're going to have to come back with an improved level of efficiency and effort to get back in that game, because right now, the Rams are the class of the competition.
And Bulls in the Airs Sunday night, some news out of that. No Sam Froling, no Mitch McCarron.
Yeah, they're away with the so-called baby boomers. Can't be baby boomers with Mitch McCarron and Sam Froling on it. But
well, definitely not Mitch.
A lot of youth around there. Ben Henshaw with that team, the young phenom Rocco Zikarsky as well.
Yeah.
I believe Lupepe as well. Kelly Lupepe's got a chance up on the big time.
Yep.
So that's going to be an interesting squad playing in Japan in the Nissan Cup. Without them for a couple of rounds, that severely affects Taranaki, just about to the level that the Tuatara affected with their 3 Tall Blacks.
MVP poll coming up throughout the last quarter tonight. Your chance to vote. Free, of course, a lot of fun. And some Sal's pizzas up for grabs. MVP, your early feel on that one, Case?
Well, it's looking Yuli Glidden or Rob Lowe at the moment. But I think I tipped my hand at halftime speaking to the TikTok audience. I think it's Cam Glidden. I think he's going to get things going here in the second half. Start to get a little bit more aggressive as that first half went along. But right now, for me, the MVP is the defense. How about this Auckland Tuatara squad holding the Nuggets to 36% shooting from the field, 28% from free throw line, and just 8 assists on 13 buckets. At this point in the game, that's where the Tuatara are making their big inroads. That's where they're making their strides out, by locking things down on the defensive end, holding the Nuggets to just 12 points in that second quarter, and they doubled them up 24-12.
For our Nuggets fans, maybe thinking of some MVP voting, Z Darko Kelly, 11 points in that first half. In fact, all in the first quarter. Darcy Knox has 8 points. They are the leaders for the Nuggets.
Kamani Lawrence on that. Close to triple-double watch, 5 points, 5 boards, 3 assists. So getting his fingers in everything, but the way that defense is packing, making it tough for him to find space.
Run home for the Nuggets, the Phi, the Saints, the Giants and the Bulls. For the Tuatara, the Bulls, the Airs and the Hawks. Final 6 not too far away. Third quarter up and going here tonight. Early opportunity for the Tuatara. Here comes Kamani Lawrence.
And he doesn't attack the body of Lowe because Lowe's length makes that tough.
There we go. What did we talk about at halftime? Jack Andrew straight into it.
I love the deep, low post catch. Goes straight at Charlie Dalton. Both bigs for the Nuggets attacking Dalton in the post.
Back to the right hand. Great work by Tukaha Cooper.
The crossover, change of directions, really attacking Darcy Knox. Has some size on him as well. Would have counted either way as Kamani Lawrence was called for basket interference. That takes the whistle.
8 points for Cooper tonight.
A couple of triples back-to-back in the first half, and now getting that layup attack as well.
Here's Darcy Knox. Pulls up underneath. Can't get it to go. Bardsley was battling for it, but Rob Lowe just plucked
Just taller than everybody. Just taller than everybody grabbing the ball.
Through hands. I like this, moving the ball. Now Iuli around Rob Lowe. Draws the foul. They've teamed up really well tonight, those two, Rob Lowe and Braden Iuli.
Well, Rob Lowe's so good as a focal point in a place where offense can be facilitated from, especially at that high post. This time as a screener, creates that space. But you mentioned it early in the possession. The way that ball went side to side set the Nuggets defense up for that late screen. They're really extended on the perimeter, opening up that driving lane. Iuli attacks well, takes advantage of Darko Kelly at the cup. And look here to stretch this lead above 15 points.
Let's see what Iuli can do from the Chemist Warehouse. First one comes straight back to him. Sal's NBL, the league put out a memo to teams this afternoon, Casey, and actually issued a statement publicly.
Well, there's been an increase in undesirable behavior in response to officials' decisions, and the league is going to put a stop to that. As we see a beautiful fast break between Iuli and Tukaha Cooper completed, but the officials have been given a bit more discretion to complain about what is considered undue or unnecessary responses to decisions, and so we could be seeing some cash fines on people who keep on coming with it.
Yeah, interesting, isn't it? And timely, I think, as well. Certainly in favour of the move by the league. Anyone that wants to dispute excessively, they're going to find themselves in a bit of trouble. Lawrence scores at one end. Tukaha Cooper comes up short at the other. Here's Z Darko Kelly. Margin at 14.
Don't like to settle for the jump shot. Z Darko Kelly misses that one. I think both teams need to concentrate on attacking the rim and creating some offense instead of settling for it.
Oh, Cooper was looking for Iuli.
Oh, good read by Dalton. He saw that early, started chasing it, and able himself to save it.
Shot clock at 9. Here's Rob Lowe. Turns on Jack Andrew, hands it off. Tough pass looking for Glidden. Picked up by Darko Kelly. He's got a lot of Tuatara singlets around him. Look who comes through, the slippery eel out of nowhere.
Love a secondary transition, and now we're back to 12. Nice job by Matthew Bardsley to keep on running, making himself available, and taking advantage of the opportunity.
He does that so well, doesn't he?
Well, his kinetic energy, he never stops. And you love to have a guy like that when you have nowhere to go with the ball.
Lowe quickly around Jack Andrew on the reverse. Big Rob Lowe.
A little scoop shot action. Don't think he made it quite to the other side of the rim, but able to definitely avoid the contact between Andrew and Z Darko Kelly. There you see the scoop. The ice cream man coming.
He was just off the mark really quickly, wasn't he?
Well, he knew that Andrew was going to be concerned about that triple.
On the spin, but another block. Third one for Rob Lowe. Jack Andrew butters up for 2.
Yeah, I think the Nuggets have an advantage on the offensive glass. They need to start imposing their will there.
Lowe getting busy now.
Well, Rob Lowe decided to get himself more active. I thought it was going to be Glidden, but Rob Lowe getting the ball in hand. He's just saying, I'm going to go to work. Let me just put on that hard hat and see what I can get done.
Doing it at both ends. 3 blocks in the game for Rob Lowe, and the points are starting to tally up as well. The reigning MVP, of course. Lawrence inside. Tough stuff.
Well, he's a very accomplished scorer in the low post. He gets those catches down low. It is difficult to keep him from getting where he wants to go.
Iuli to Lowe. Glidden on the cut, goes into the corner to Dalton. Dalton stepping through.
Oh, my.
Oh, Charlie Dalton.
I thought he made the wrong decision there. Thought he should have kicked it to Iuli, but the awkward step through somehow works. He gets the bucket.
Big Jack Andrew in the corner. Dalton had it and lost it. Glidden helps out. Oh, unlucky. Tukaha Cooper just bounced off his shoulder.
Well, he looked and then he looked away. Cam Glidden, I think caught in between visions there as we have mass substitutions for the Tuatara. Well, just 2. Just looked like 4 jerseys in front of me, so it looked like a lot.
Well, they all stepped up, didn't they?
Careless turnovers here, hurting the Tuatara. That's a couple of times haven't been as strong with the ball as they need to be.
Robbie Coleman into the action. Darko Kelly searching for the foul. Picked up by McIntosh. He's got some runners with him. He'll go it alone. Chris McIntosh. And draws another foul on Z Darko Kelly. I think that's his 3rd.
He's looking for an opportunity to complain there, but I just think a nice job of Chris McIntosh hunting the body. Take another look at it. And Z Darko Kelly, he doesn't jump straight up and down there. You can see he floats on his platform. But what he's saying is, I want that call on the other end, where somebody got in my landing zone on the jump shot, and not the way the coin officials see it. So it's just McIntosh to the line.
Puts the first one away from the Chemist Warehouse. Chris McIntosh, a well-known exponent of 3x3 basketball here in New Zealand. Played a lot of international 3x3.
There's a heck of a jump shot as well. And he's, I think, really looking forward to this opportunity to get some more playing time.
Coleman.
Well, I just don't know what Rob Lowe's supposed to do there.
I like that as a sign, though, from Robbie Coleman. Young man, young forward, using his body, using his strength, and not backing down.
Well, Rob Lowe didn't get the foul. That's why I don't know what he's supposed to do. Foul is called on Braden Iuli, who got in with the arm prior to the body contact.
Continues to carve out a role in this team. Robbie Coleman, been with them for a few years now. Local player. Has had some big Sky Broadband Rapid League games also in 2024, but just really becoming a permanent part of this core rotation, isn't he?
Absolutely. You know, it's a team that is heavily reliant on its starters normally, but this little stint without all the TBs is going to give them an opportunity to get deeper into that bench.
McIntosh keeps it alive, ends up with Rob Lowe.
Well, good contest from Aitchison, but when you reload those three-point shots, it gives those guys a chance to eye it in, and now we're nearing a 20-point deficit for the Nugs.
What's Rob Lowe up to on the Chemist Warehouse stats case? He's had a big quarter.
That's up to 15. Is your computer not working tonight, Justin?
No,
it's all questions.
It's actually not. Foul under the basket.
Acted like this is a Sky Open game and we got the whole truck here.
See that black screen? Where is the truck tonight?
That's a great question. We could use some support.
4:36 to play in this third quarter. Rob Lowe brings it up. Iuli. McIntosh now sends it down to Rob Lowe. McIntosh from deep. That's short. Oh, he gets after it again. Couple of offensive rebounds this quarter for Chris McIntosh.
Did you the service earlier, Chris McIntosh? I said, what are you going to do if you catch it low? Well, just go to the other side for the finger roll. Doing the dirty art work inside.
Margin at 20.
And this has got to be disappointing for the Nuggets. I think they would have felt pretty confident about their opportunity to come in here and get on top of an understrength Tuatara squad. But that is not the way things have turned out.
It was a tight first quarter, wasn't it? But since then, that's going to be on Iuli, that foul.
No, I think that was on actually, I can't tell. I thought it said 3. Actually, I thought it was McIntosh. Was it 1 or 3?
Oh, okay.
But either way, foul. And Matthew Bardsley off to the Chemist Warehouse strike.
What about the night out for Matthew Bardsley last week in round 12, of course? Hit 25 points in the Sky Broadband Rapid League, but just as important, Casey came out and hit 14 in the Sal's NBL against the Airs.
I mean, no offense to the Rapid League, but maybe a little bit more important. I mean, remember so slightly. But it's nice to see him realizing his potential. I mean, his stories in basketball circles in New Zealand is pretty well known.
School teacher, of course.
School teacher during the day. I mean, he has to uses his lunch hour daily to come and train with the Nuggets. I mean, he sacrifices a lot of himself.
That's amazing, isn't it?
That's a big sacrifice for 6 months, man. That is not easy to do, but you got to love him for the effort.
Big three, another one for Tukaha Cooper tonight. Timeout for the Nuggets, 3:35 to play in the third. Tukaha Cooper is having some sort of an evening, and that margin of 22.
He is up to 13 on 5 for 10 from the field. 4 of the Tuatara starters now in double figures, with Tukaha Cooper finding that range from deep and rewarding Coach Aaron Young's confidence in him by placing him in the starting lineup. Take a quick look at some statistical activity here in this game. The Tuatara just dominating defensively, holding the Nuggets to under 38% shooting right now, while shooting 55% themselves. The rebounds about even, 26 to 25. But it's that three-point shot which is the big difference right now. 7 for 20 for the Tuatara, just 4 for 17 for the Nuggets. And when you're looking at that discrepancy from deep, you can understand why the Tuatara have this big 22-point lead.
Sal's NBL Highlight Show every Tuesday night at 7:30 p.m. It's been a couple of good highlights out of this one already tonight. Mostly belonging to the Tuatara, who are out by 22 right now.
Well, just since that first quarter, where the Tuatara had a slim 2-point lead, 23-21, the Nuggets have only been able to score 24 points in total since then, just barely ellipsing where they were at after that opening term.
Talking about fan appreciation round this week and next week, lots of prizes to give away and all sorts of stuff. Keep following the Sal's NBL on socials, and certainly some prizes through Sky Sport TikTok tonight to all of our viewers as the Nuggets turn it over. I think they do. What about growing up as a basketball fan? when you were a kid, Case. Who were you a big fan of when you were growing up? Who did you look up to?
Well, it depends on where, native New Yorker, so I had to like the Knicks. But when I became of age in basketball, I was living in Arizona, and the Phoenix Suns were getting good.
Yeah.
So Charles Barkley, Dan Marley. Probably don't remember Mark West, but Mark West was probably my favorite player, a center for the Suns.
Yep.
Don't know why, I just really like the guy.
Dalton on the turnaround.
Charles Barkley, most definitely during that Suns title run, inspired me to want to play basketball at a higher level.
Darko Kelly getting back to what we saw in the first quarter. Is that his first point since?
First bucket since the first quarter, now up to 13 on the difficult mid-ranger.
Here's Cooper. He's been fun to watch tonight. He fires away from deep again. That one doesn't drop. Darko Kelly up with it.
Timeout coming for the Tuatara. Aaron Young doesn't like the offense.
Baseline drive. Kamani Lawrence leaves it behind. Picked up by Dalton. Gets it back now. Charlie Dalton stepping around Knox. Draws the contact.
Darcy Knox tried to say that's an elbow coming his way. But he looks like he just kind of decleats Charlie Dalton there. Try to stand his ground, drop that shoulder a bit, and just too much oomph in that effort.
Not only that, I don't think he knows Charlie Dalton. He'd never throw an elbow. That's just great play.
He did throw a little bit of an elbow, but I think in the natural movement of his attack on the rim.
Such a great young man, isn't he? You had a chat with him before the game tonight.
Yeah, Charlie's always got time for just about anybody. It was so impressive listening to the way his teammates were glowing about him a year ago. Just, you hear about locker room guys who lift a squad. Rarely is that man a teenager still in high school.
Yeah.
But that's what he was for this team last year. And he just lifts the energy of everyone around him. Just one of those good blokes got
a bit of humor about him as well, hasn't he?
Well, you're going to have humor if you're going to be making it in the locker room. If you ain't making people laugh, nobody really cares.
Bardsley. Bit like me in the Sky Sport commentary team Case. Aitchison, that helps. Crickets.
Well, Josh Aitchison, big Rapid League game, starting to get on board here in the South. Oh, look at Charlie Dalton.
Dalton again.
That soft touch, man. He's really got. Not comparing the players, but the skill set. Jokic getting it up on the rim and just enabling it to softly fall in.
Travel called there on Jack Andrew. Been a tough night at the office for him.
Take another look at this Dalton little runner. And then that in-between area, gets it up on the ring, the soft enough touch that it hits that awkward area at the back of the ring and still falls in.
Nuggets came into tonight, 6 wins, 9 losses, 7th on the ladder. Of course, it's a final 6.
Charlie Dalton, equal top scorer, Rob Lowe, now with 15 points.
McIntosh had a good quarter. Iuli, step back. 3, Braden Iuli.
Tough. Josh Aitchison looks back to the bench as it's the scout's fault. That's just a heck of a ball play. And now a 25-point lead.
Jack Andrew to respond. Oh, look at that, up and in.
Get the roll. We talked about Dalton's soft touch. Well, in response, Jack Andrew from behind the arc.
Minute to play. Iuli.
Yeah, he got a free pass in there after Matt Bardsley got knocked out by the Rob Lowe screen. And Iuli uses it to get cleared for takeoff on the pretty layup.
Said pre-game, I thought he might have a career night tonight, Iuli. He's certainly on the way.
Well, he did have a career night not too long ago, but he's up to 18 points again, so just 1 point off it. 4 rebounds, 5 assists to go along with those stats. And take another look at this impressive finger roll finish.
I think spent some time with the Bulls a couple of years ago, didn't he, Braden Iuli?
I believe you are correct there as well.
Been with the Tuatara last year and this season as well. Turnover, here we go. Look out for Dalton here. McIntosh! Oh, nearly put it down, Charlie.
Chris McIntosh apparently practices the 3 more than he does that lob pass. Because that was not in the right area.
Smiler onto the court now. I think maybe the first time we've seen him tonight. Bardsley on the reverse. Down it goes.
Matt Bardsley staying active. Got a little bit of a limp on. Looks like he might have tweaked something there. But some much needed offensive effort for a Nugget squad that is stuck on 54 points just before. Oh, look at that pretty layup.
Really good.
Great from that angle, but that is a low-scoring output for this Nugget squad through 3 quarters.
They averaged 91 points a game. Can I just go back to that Bardsley story before? Our international viewers maybe thought we were making it up. School teacher by day, and he goes to training during the school lunch hour.
That's impressive. Playing in this league, I've always been so impressed as Cam Glidden lets that triple fly by the guys who worked full-time and still came in and played at a high level.
Darko Kelly on the buzzer. So 3 quarters down in this one tonight. And it's the home team leading comfortably. Tuatara 76, Nuggets 55. 1 to play. Midweek hoops in the Salsa NBL. We'll be back right after the break. And as we head off to a break, Casey, on Sky Sport tonight in New Zealand, we say hello again to everybody on TikTok tonight, right around the world, and also on FIBA YouTube. I hope you're enjoying it. Hope you're having a good time.
I certainly am. Everybody on the stream, I'm sure, is enjoying it as well. Once again, we open up the Q&A. Anybody got any questions? I saw a comment just moments ago that the Nuggets should have gotten an import. Big? Well, maybe. I think Jack Andrew is doing a good job this year.
They lost Sam Timmons, of course.
Sam Timmons makes things difficult, but I think the thing that's hurting them most right now is not having Ty Webster. The completion, what he brings to that lineup. Ben Henshaw, of course, as well. Would look very different this lineup right now if they were around.
Did someone on here before say that you should get a haircut?
Somebody did.
That's a bit harsh.
I mean, fair. Fair.
Can you take it down for us?
Take it all the way down? I got to take this off to take it down.
Well, take it off. I'll turn this off. So for everyone out there, here you go. Here you go. Watch this. Watch this. Oh, let it flow. Casey Frank, have a look at that. Wow. There you go. There you go.
Lovely.
That's what we like to see.
That's my main, baby. I'm the main man with this one.
Does you need a haircut? Tell us. Get in the comments and let us know. Hey, hope you've had a great time on TikTok tonight. Keep entering the competition. Fans first, fans first, fans first. We're coming back live. Welcome back to Eventfinda tonight. 1 quarter to play. All of the action live. Every single game on Sky Sport. And the Tuatara leading this one comfortably after 3 quarters tonight. Casey Frank.
Leading this one comfortably. Maybe making up an appetite. Maybe they'll need a 25% off any large pizza at Sal's after this. Well, if they need to, they just need to use that code Sal's Jam or the QR code. Either way, it'll take care of those hungry appetites.
King of the segues. You never let us down. Margin at 21, margin at 19, Darko Kelly.
Darko Kelly trying to get himself back involved, but for me, it's all about this first 5 minutes. Can the Tuatara come out, impose their will, and put this ball game away?
Chemist Warehouse stats, what's standing out to you at the moment?
Well, it's a bit of a struggle offensively for the Nuggets. They've been able to come back into things, and they're a little bit closer in those things, but it really is about the turnovers. They've got 13 of them at the moment, and only 12 assists on their 23 buckets. Need to let that ball do a little bit more of the work, not so much with the dribble.
Bardsley with the big steps. Charlie Dalton has just been so impressive.
Not sure who that pass break was for, but it got him in rhythm.
Cooper to Lowe. Swings it out to the corner. Charlie Dalton.
And that's the big difference in his game. A season ago, he refused to look at the rim from outside the arc. This year, he is shooting that ball with confidence, in particular from the corner.
Turnover. Loves a steal. Glidden. Dalton again.
Darko Kelly defends well without fouling. Goes straight up and down, but Charlie Dalton is putting on one heck of a performance. He is feeling good. Now up to 20, leading scorer in the ball game.
2.5 steals a game this season as well, Cam Glidden. Jack Andrew. No Brent Matahardy tonight. Coach is missing, of course, for the Nuggets.
Oh, Cam Glidden on the run. He pulls back.
Turns it over.
A little ambitious with that cross-court no-look pass.
Smiler. Not sure who he was looking for there.
I think he's saying his arm got hit, which affected that pass, but Rob Lowe in the end gets a finger on it. The Nuggets come with a brace of replacements.
Rightio, here we go. Game MVP, viewer vote. This is all about you, not about us. There's the QR code, some Sal's Pizzas up for grabs. This is what the vote is telling us at the moment.
25%, that seems like 4 votes.
It seems like early days as Kamani Lawrence scores off the glass. Oh, that'll change. Yuli's jumped to 40%.
Everybody's playing well right now in that starting lineup. All 5 starters have hit double figures for this Tuatara squad.
Cam Glidden gives up the shot. Barrow, Dalton has been in everything, and he's going to go back to the Chemist Warehouse.
Well, that's a technical foul on the bench for the Nuggets.
Well, they were warned early in the game, weren't they?
Couldn't hear what was said there. There's a reaction. Certainly the Nuggets feeling like they're a little bit hard done by, but that looks like a foul to me. Taking a look at it there. No questions in that one. As Justin's gotten quiet as he's trying to vote for his MVP. the important stuff, that's what's happening. So we're going to get Charlie Dalton here with the free throw for the technical first, and then he's going to step back in.
How important both Charlie and Dalton and Braden Iuli to this team from here now through to the final 6?
Well, even with their full contingent of Tall Blacks, I think they're vitally important. It seems to be 2 of the few players that Coach Aaron Young has a lot of trust in. You know, he was in that, they were in that 7-man rotation for the last few weeks. Aaron Young has a pretty tight rotation traditionally over these last few years. And they desperately need more guys who can play. I personally would like to see Nick Barrow get a few more minutes when they're at full strength to spell Rob Lowe a bit. You know, because it's difficult for guys, especially on the other side of 30.
Josh Ledger?
To be out there for 38 minutes. You know, Josh Ledger's a guy we haven't seen tonight, but I really do like the way he's developed. He's really improving. His body looks great this year. I would like to see him get a little bit more time as well. But it's all about those wins and who the head coach feels can get that job done.
And, of course, a big change to the finals in the Sal's NBL this season. Home finals won't all be played at one venue. It'll be played around the country in front of the fans. Home finals coming your way in the final 6 of the Sal's NBL this season. Looking forward to that.
That's when it all happens. We're trying to get to the business end of the season. I can't get there soon enough because that is really my favorite time of year.
24 points right now.
What a pick.
Bardsley, wraparound, got the steal. Darko Kelly now on the drive, up over the top of Iuli.
With the left, a little stretchy, and a timeout by Coach Aaron Young. He has seen enough as this lead is cut down to, well, 26. Not that tight.
Nuggets have another game to play in round 13, of course, on Sunday afternoon against the Phi. Darko Kelly there with the drive. Had a hot start tonight. 10 shots in the opening quarter, 11 points. It's been a bit tougher since then.
Essentially just scoring in the first and fourth quarter. I mean, he's got 17 points now. Had a bucket at the end of the third, but not a lot of activity in between. Not a lot of shots either as you take a look at the MVP voting, Justin.
What's this, 2 18-year-olds leading the way? How old are they? About 18?
I think Iuli
maybe a little bit,
older.
yeah, a little older.
I think he's a little older. And Charlie, I think he was 18 last year. I think he's more like 20 now. So 2 20-year-olds, still not bad.
Very, very good. 41% of your vote at the moment for Braden Iuli. 27% Charlie Dalton. Rob Lowe always packs a punch with the votes. QR code, scan away. It's free and it's fun. There's some pizzas up for grabs, and at the moment, you, the viewers, are telling us that Braden Iuli is the game MVP. Agree, disagree? He's actually just jumped to 44.
Well, 18 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists, doing a great job. You can't go wrong with a lot of the guys that are out there for this squad right now. He's got that 18. Charlie Dalton, 19 points, 2 rebounds. 3 steals for him. Rob Lowe's got the 15 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, and 3 blocks. I think all those guys are certainly very worthy candidates to get that nod as the MVP.
I think our most fun vote this season on the MVP was last week. Markale Lotz picked up about 15% of the vote and wasn't even playing.
No problem. You know, you got to decide who you think the MVP is at home. It's up to you.
Rob Lowe. Straight out of the timeout, doing what he does so well.
Up to 18 points now using that jumper.
Little hesitation underneath. Lawrence gets stuck. It's been a tough night for him. Coleman hands it off. Darko Kelly. Coleman gets it back. Barrels into Rob Lowe.
I probably should be a charge. I think Robbie Coleman dropped that shoulder right into the guts of Rob Lowe, who...
I think Rob Lowe agrees with you.
He's looking for a bit of an explanation.
Here we go.
Take another look at it. Watch Coleman just barrel right into Rob Lowe. Displace him. Yeah, it's pretty textbook.
Hit him right in the sternum, didn't he? Lowe. Glidden had a lot of space, didn't he? McIntosh knocks that out.
Well, that ball just pinging around, and really, the ball is forcing the defense to react, and they're a half-second late. They were still chasing Rob Lowe when that ball's already coming out. Just a missed shot, doesn't go in.
Saw Daniel Vlahov there coaching tonight. The night and day Otago Nuggets. No Brent Matahari. He's sitting on the couch at home, resting up. Hope you're well, Brent. We'll see you on Sunday. Darcy Knox leaves that one short. Rob Lowe, another rebound for him. Here comes Cam Glidden. Lowe, great up fake, wasn't it? Gets it down low. He's so active.
He's mad.
Nick Barrow.
That was an angry. He didn't like getting hit in the stomach by Robbie Coleman. So he gets the ball on the post and plays with a little bit of agitation.
You're right. Just watching him in front of us at the moment. He can fire up, Rob Lowe. Headed back to the Australian NBL, of course.
And to the Melbourne United.
Good pickup.
Great pickup. I mean, I was very disappointed when he announced his retirement from the Australian League. He's got too much basketball left in him. Really playing the best basketball of his career in his 30s.
I agree.
And, I mean, a big loss for the Breakers, from my point of view. The fact that they let that guy get away. And now he's spent most of the last season with the United before injured. And now going to spend the entirety of next year moving over not too long after the end of the season.
Yeah, really good move by Melbourne United. Great pickup.
Their coach might have a little bit of familiarity with the player. I don't know.
Maybe. You're right. Very good coach at that as well. Turnover. Another one for the Nuggets.
Too much work on one side. Need to take that ball side to side, make that defense stretch out, react from both ways.
Well, we know the Nuggets play again on Sunday against the Fi. They've then got away games to the Saints and the Giants before playing the Bulls in the final round down in Otago. Chris McIntosh.
Big smile on his face after hitting that one. That's straight out of 2K.
Based on what we've seen tonight, Casey, and those games, Saints, Giants, Bulls in particular, Fi, we know they've got to match up with them next. Oh, answering the challenge, Robbie Coleman. Will this Nuggets team make the final six, yes or no?
Oh, okay. I'll say no.
It's going to be tough, isn't it?
What we're looking at right now, they're already on the outside looking in.
Yep.
We're missing some important talent the rest of the way. And unfortunately for them, they've been trending in the wrong direction for a few weeks now. Oh no.
Big hit there.
He came down so awkwardly, did Matthew Bardsley, but he bounces up quickly.
Was it his head that hit the floor? It was a thumping sound.
I thought it was his tailbone. And he has bounced up quickly from that. I'll be rolling around in pain still. Tukaha Cooper with a nice finish. Look, he gets it up in. And
yeah, you're right, it was, yeah.
It was his feet
backside,
right to the tailbone. Just a bit of an awkward fall. And he is grabbing that lower back right now, walking in the background.
Now, microphones may not have picked that up, but in stadium here, it was a heck of a thud as Cooper misses.
It was a thud. Is that a foul on Coleman on the rebound? Apparently it is.
Margin is nearly out to 30.
I got to say, I did not expect this.
Well, quarter time it was 2.
But the question was, with the pace that the Nuggets were playing, could they keep that up? And unfortunately, the answer for them is a resounding no.
24-12, second quarter tonight. That started to open things up. Iuli has it stripped away by Bardsley, who is well and truly back up and going. With 4 minutes to play, Bardsley scoops it out. Somehow it ends up in the corner with Aitchison. That would have been a handy basket. Dalton's been everywhere tonight. In fact, between Iuli, Cooper, and Dalton, here's Iuli! Oh! Oh, wow. How about that?
Josh Aitchison was not accounting for the hops there for Braden Yulee.
My word.
Oh, my goodness.
Show us that again on the GJ Gardner Holmes replay. Braden Yulee.
This dude can hoop.
Man.
I'm sorry. This young fella can hoop. Look at the explosive, quick first step. Cleared for takeoff. Let me count the ways he can finish one more time from the other angle. Kapow!
Oh, my. Play of the night, highlight of the night, Braden Yulee with force as well. That was hot.
On the dome.
Oh, keep the votes going up for Braden Yulee. He deserves more of your vote after that. MVP tonight, viewers poll right now. He's got 41%. Just load up on him.
Well, he's got 20 points on 80% shooting from the field. 1 for 1 from deep. 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. There is nothing wrong with the vote going Braden Yulee's way.
How good was that?
I like it a lot. I love the finishes at the rim. I love it when they finish with a little agitation.
Yeah.
Let's finish mad. Let's get angry.
Well, we love our midweek basketball in the Cells NBL, and we love a big highlight. Fans appreciation round. What a way to get underway tonight. Got a feeling the fans will be swarming around Braden Yulee after this one. Back underway. Dying stages of this game. Nuggets needing to find some confidence ahead of their trip back home to take on the Phi. Darcy Knox draws the foul. Straight after that Braden Yulee dunk, there was a timeout. And I reckon it took the Tuatara bench and all the players a good 45 seconds to settle down.
Impressive.
They loved it.
It was an impressive feat. There's no doubt about it. They were feeling good about it.
Knox misses the first.
There's nothing like the enjoyment you get from one of your teammates smashing it on somebody else's head. Actually, there is. It's smashing it yourself on somebody's head. You can remember, can't you, Justin?
Oh, absolutely. I've been up there once or twice. Oh, hang on, you're saying on my head. I get you now. McIntosh.
I wasn't, but I like how you think.
Shot clock at 5. Cooper. Coleman in front of him. Goes over the top. Barrow battling for it over the back of Darko Kelly.
Good box out by Darko Kelly. Sometimes officials can see that the other way. Like you're clearing too much space in the box out, being too aggressive, closing it.
Look who's subbing off here.
The new stars?
Charlie Dalton and Braden Yulee subbed out of this one tonight. They're done for the night by the looks of it. How good have these two kids been?
Well, they're the 2 leading scorers in the game. They've combined for 39 on 15 for 21 from the field. They've got 8 rebounds between them, 6 assists, and 5 steals.
That's super impressive.
Love to see it. Love to see it.
Great signs going forward. Darko Kelly pulls up from the Chemist Warehouse.
And I don't want to give Darko Kelly a bad rap, but he is very good at finding points late in games like this.
Early and late tonight.
But he is a points accumulator at the end of the game when it's a little out of reach. He understands how to keep that average up. But not so much more. He's off to the bench.
It's a good call, actually. I'd love to do the stats on Darko Kelly's baskets because he is an accumulator late, isn't he?
Yeah, he does score in bunches. We saw it in the first quarter. When things are going well, they're going very well, and he keeps it going. But bench is now cleared for this Nuggets squad as well, as they, of course, do have a game later this round. Going to have to play this Sunday.
And that may be their season right there against the Phi.
To me, it is for both teams. The loser of that one is no longer in the race for the 6.
Yeah, good
You
call.
heard it here. Probably not first, but you definitely heard it here right
That's
now.
a very, very good call. Kamani Lawrence has had a quiet night. 11 points for him.
Well, the defense was so geared towards him. To me, it's a failure of their teammates when Kamani Lawrence only gets 11 shots with this lineup here. But, you know, he is an interior-focused guy. It's easier to pack the paint on someone like that, especially when you don't have great shooting on the outside without some of your guys. The Nuggets today just 6 for 22 from behind the arc at 27%. And that lack of spacing really affects the geometry on the court, takes away those driving lanes, and takes away Kamani Lawrence's ability to be as effective as he can be.
Caleb Smiler, Josh Aitchison, Matt Piper, Benji Freeman and Joe Ahi out there now for the Nuggets to see this one out tonight with a couple of minutes to play. Tukaha Cooper, another basket for him.
Well, Tukaha Cooper picking up where he left off in that first half. Up to 17 points now. And these young guns have been getting it done. The only guy who hasn't done a great job in the second half is the guy who I thought was going to go off, Cam Glidden. He's got 0 points in the second half.
Cooper's actually the only starter tonight left on the floor right now. Ledger to Barrow. He thought he was tangled up.
And he was.
What did Cam Glidden finish with tonight?
He had a tidy little 10 points. Unfortunately for him, 2 for 10 from deep, but he did have 5 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a block. Brittany Yuli's getting a chant in the stands right now.
Bring him back.
Hey, guys, he's a starter. He's done for the night.
He's leading the MVP poll at the moment as well. We'll check on that in just a moment. Cooper, he might need some votes.
He's up to 20 now. Co-leading scorer in the ball game.
Wow.
40, that is 59 points from those 3 in the starting lineup. That's actually better than the 3 guys they're replacing who are at 53.
It is, you're right.
They are 5 points better. Let's mark it down.
That's a great stat, actually. Losing 54 going out, picking up 59 coming in. Margin at 30.
And they ain't done yet.
Can Cooper add some more? McIntosh, crafty on Smiler. Yes, they can add some more. Well, the team can.
Well, he just attacks the knees of Smiler with that drive. And now in the triple digits, the 32-point deficit for the Nuggets. It has become suddenly a very long night.
It's a big whack, isn't it? Foul called there. Let's bring up that viewer MVP poll again and see where it's headed to finish tonight. Is it still Braden Iuli? Yes, it is. Running away, 53%. Tukaha Cooper's got 4% now. That's good to see. Not too late to get your votes in. There's the QR code. Have some fun with us. But Braden Iuli well on the way to the MVP tonight. And deservedly so.
Deservedly so. He played great basketball, distributed the ball well with 5 assists, strong on the rebounds, 29 minutes, 20 points, 80% shooting. That is a heck of a performance for a young fella.
Smart people, our viewers. Right on the money.
Well, they did vote for Markelle Lotz last week.
Actually, I'll take that back. Well, the viewers tonight were a lot smarter than the viewers last week.
Your MVP, you can have your MVP for whatever reason you want.
Choice. Your choice.
That's the point of a fan's vote.
That's what it's about. Just over 30 seconds to play tonight. Go on, Tukaha. Fire away. You've had an absolute blaster of an outing tonight. Just about run and done. Big win coming the way for the Tuatara tonight. They have been most impressive.
My question is, do we see a player timeout? Looks like no.
Ledger
he wants it. He wants a bang
lining up.
Unlucky.
That little hesitation in midcourt told us everything we needed to know.
He was lining that one up to finish strong. See if the Nugs don't call a player timeout here, if they're just happy to get it down.
10.8 to play. Have a look at this. He knew. Look at that.
Well, the Nuggets not calling timeout. They're going to finish the play on the court.
Hawks and the Saints tomorrow night. Every game live.
Just dribbling it out. Oh, player timeout with 2.6.
Come on, Josh.
That is weird.
Come on, Josh. Just throw it up from there, mate.
Well, let's just attack the rim. It's a lot easier to score with 10 seconds than it is with 2.6. If you're going to call the player timeout, just call that bad boy earlier. But this, look, this bucket does matter. It could come down to the fact that they're 2 points short of another team, so they do have to try and get a look in here.
No doubt.
That's slowly developing.
And that's going to be tough from there. Very tough for Benji Freeman, but that'll do us. 102-70 tonight. Gee, it's been a good win for the Tuatara. They were a little bit nervous coming into this one this evening. Of course, 3 stars out. They weren't quite sure. They know it's a big game. They're battling for top 2, battling for top position. But, gee, they've come out and fired tonight on the back of some classy stuff from 3 young blokes.
Did the work, and impressive work it was. The first win, of this term without some of their stars, and they need to get at least 2. They're halfway there. If they can get 3, if they can get 4, maybe they can challenge the Rams for that top spot, but they've done the first initial step in that journey that they need to complete.
Braden Iuli, the MVP tonight. Can you please go and find him, Casey, and have a chat with him? 51% of the vote according to you, the viewers and fans, and I think it's a very good vote as well. What a start tonight. Braden Iuli, Charlie Dalton, great game as well. Tukaha Cooper with 20 points. Looks like Casey Frank is going to catch up with Braden Iuli. What a game for the Tuatara #1 tonight. Here he is with Casey.
Well, Braden, here we are again, another fantastic performance. I think you got something to say first, though.
Thanks also to the fans. I'm pretty sure you can hear them over the television, but thanks to the fans. Thanks to God for everything.
Tonight, 20 points. You started off really aggressively. What was your mindset trying to get things going without some of your stars tonight?
There was big minutes to fill, and I think the boys knew that, so I think our aggressiveness really helped the flow of the game, and our pace really helped the flow of the game, really get us that win tonight.
Can you tell me a little about what you've been working on your game? You seem to be much more skilled in the years since we last saw a big picture of you. What have you been working on in Menlo Park? What have you been really concerned with about getting your game up on?
It's more just confidence and conditioning, biggest thing is confidence coming into these leagues. Can't just be pulled back. I've gone 2 years in college right now, so confidence is my biggest thing here.
You got some confidence in that dunking on the rim as well. Where's that come from?
I can't say anything too much, man, but there's more to come,
Appreciate the time.
Thanks, man, appreciate it.
More to come indeed. I like that. And we've got some action on the sidelines here taking place. Let's have a closer look. A little bit of respect being shown there, Casey, from a few of the fans coming down from the stands. Look at that.
An impressive job by the Tuatara, and they get a little love from, what school is that, Massey?
Not sure.
I can't see the crest there, but must be somewhat involved with Braden Iuli, because they were chanting his name earlier.
Yep, we see seen a few huckers here after games across the season. Last home game of the year for the Tuatara. Through the regular season, of course, there's still finals to come. Chemist Warehouse stats tonight. Look at Braden Iuli and Tukaha Cooper and Charlie Dalton.
Well, the 3 young players absolutely coming up big. All 5 starters in double figures. Darko Kelly, the import, as is Kamani Lawrence, the only double-figure scorers for the Nuggets. Off to the rebounds, where it was a 1 rebound advantage for the Nuggets overall, led by Darko Kelly and Jack Andrew. Rob Lowe just missing out on the double-double. Into the assist game, where the Tuatara had a huge advantage, 24-14 overall. Rob Lowe leading that category, leading this category as well. Rob Lowe leading them all. Kamani Lawrence and Z. Darko Kelly, 1 apiece for them. And into the steals. Look at the bevy of steals created by the Tuatara. 3, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2 for everybody. Matt Bardsley with 2 himself for the Nuggets, as is Kamani Lawrence. And that's the Chemist Warehouse stats.
And it is fan appreciation round. One of the great things about the Sal's NBL is after every game, the fans get to come down on the court and meet the players, and that's exactly what they're doing now. Chris McIntosh signing some gear, and I think it is just such a wonderful part of the competition here in New Zealand. The fans definitely come first, and you love to see this, Case.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's what it's all about. The only reason you get to play the game is because somebody's paying for that ticket. The ability to give those fans a little bit of that up close and next to the people they saw playing on the court is always an impressive moment for them, and some great memories created, especially for the young ones.
Plenty of fans of young Charlie Dalton as well. Games coming up in round 13 of the Sal's NBL. The first one is down tonight. The Tuatara, big victory, 102-70 over the Nuggets. Tomorrow night, Hawks and the Saints Saints looking to bounce back. Hawks looking to stay in touch with the top 6.
Both the teams desperately need that win. I think the Hawks might need a little bit more. They're on that same list with the Fi and the Nuggets. If they lose another one, it could be tough for them to stay in that race.
No Liafa for the Saints. No Ngatai for the Hawks. Sharks and the Fi Friday night, sorry.
No, go ahead. Sorry.
Sharks and the Fi on Friday night. Maybe a chance for the Sharks here.
I'm tipping them right now. I think the size of Callum McRae is going to make things very difficult for the Fi on the interior. It's particular if Ira Lee's not around.
And what about this one Saturday afternoon from Cal Stadium? Rams and the Saints.
The Saints need a little vengeance for the way that they were treated on their home court earlier this season. But the Rams playing unbelievable basketball. Taylor Britt, I'm not quite sure if he's going to be back yet from the Tall Blacks tour. If he's not quite back from that or from the extended squad, that could be a difficult ask to replace him.
Yeah, they do have some depth though, don't they? Saturday night, Jets and the Giants. The Sunday double, Nuggets and the Fi. On Sunday afternoon, Bulls in the Airs close out round 13 on Sunday night at
Look at that.
the Stockyard.
He's got posters.
He has. I like that, Cam. I like it.
Himself and he set it up there, didn't he?
You reckon he's that creative?
Yeah. Let's say yes.
I'll let him know that when we get off air. Hope you've enjoyed it tonight. Wednesday night hoops in the Sal's NBL. On behalf of Casey Frank and the entire team at Sky Sport, we will see you again tomorrow night. More action coming your way. The Hawks and the Saints.